Welcome, Anime Lady fans. How you guys doing? This is LegendDVash here speaking to you guys here. We here for the Shonen Ronin podcast, episode 12. You guys are not listening to the audio side. That right now, the A might leave this conversation publicly for the audio side for those that don't hear what the guys are saying. But yeah, a lot of things are going on today. We have the Shonen Jump chapters came back finally after 2-week break. And we're here for Shonen Ronins episode 12 for My Hero, JJK, Black Girl Maybe, and other discussion of other series that we'll be talking about. So let's meet the cast members of today. 1, 2, and 3. Right here, LegendDVash, SamTheMangaMan. Down here is Abe. Down below is James and Ray. Now showing his face, his beautiful face. How's everyone doing today on this lovely afternoon?
Man, we
Good.
Doing good, bro. Doing good.
These mangas came out
The day that you're on time is the day I show my face on time.
Ooh, let them know, Ray. Let them know. Because what time are we supposed to start, y'all? At what time?
1
We said
p.m.
1?
Eastern.
10 a.m. Pacific. What time is it right now, y'all?
152 EST?
Yeah.
152?
It's
But you know,
10:52 PST.
it would not be the brand title called Anime Lately. It would
Shut
not
up.
be the brand
No,
title.
we need to be on time.
No, we
Yeah,
needed to be on
Sam,
time.
do not
Bro.
allow him to sully the name of anime
Sorry.
late.
I will not let him sully. I know it's
Early
all
on
him.
Sunday.
I know it's all
Okay?
him.
Yeah, we all know.
Early on a Sunday for
The
this.
crowd
I
knows it's
gotta
him.
make sure I'm up before 9 to read these chapters. 9 a.m. on a Sunday
Yo.
is asking me to be awake?
And but these chapters came out an hour much
At 8.
earlier.
No, they didn't. They came out on time.
No,
Don't they
were
usually come at
They
12?
came out early. Yeah, they came out early.
Like, so I don't know if y'all know, but the time is switching back. So they came out on time.
Oh, yeah. Daylight
Oh,
savings
it
time today?
again?
Or
Yeah,
next
it's
week?
switching back.
For
Gotcha,
them,
gotcha,
gotcha.
For Japan,
So
right?
we
Not
still
us.
late.
Yeah, for Japan,
Late as
not for
fuck.
us.
Oh, for Japan it switched back.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
I didn't know that.
I mean, that's good because like we'll get
That's
2 extra hours to
That's
catch
what I'm
up and
saying.
read the mangas and
Well,
everything.
you'll get 2 hours for Vash to be late, so it'll be fine.
No, that's 3 hours, right?
Oh yeah, you're right. Never mind. 3 hours. You're right. You're right. My bad. I can't count.
That sounds beautiful. That sounds beautiful. But without further ado, as people know, we wanted to make a quick announcement just in case that me and Sam are discussing that we might move the reactions of the My Hero discussion and the JJK reactions of the manga to Patreon and YouTube membership. We want to hear what you guys think about that. What you guys want that to move to the Patreon and YouTube membership to have that and just jump straight to the reviews for Shonen Ronin. Let us know what you guys think about that in the comment section below. Tweet us and let us know what you guys think about it. Other than that, let's jump into the My Hero reaction of chapter 321.
James, we'll see you later.
If it wants to load for me. Oh, okay. Oh, nice cover page. Oh yeah, it's the anniversary.
Yeah,
this is
we got
this
a
is-
Mecha All Might.
this Mecha Oma and they're all green and everything. This is pretty cool. I like this. This is pretty cool. First page, Endeavor. This dude was no match for the combo attack from Boku, Todoroki, and Yaya. All it did was chip him out of the ice. The
Dictator.
there's a dictator, and there's no and there's no guarantee
Take your time.
he's operating alone though.
One word at a time.
We will better make sure those hero hating civilians who ran us off are safe. You three should join Hawk and the others and keep the area secure. Endeavor. And shouldn't we get Genius to just nab him and get this over with? There ain't much I can do now. He's zipping around like that.
But even so, damn it, there's just loads more I want to say to the guy. Me too. We. No, Hawks. For now, don't let anyone interfere. Midoriya, did you ever think that maybe if All For One wants you in this state, he might seize this chance to attack UA? Running around to keep off the radar had left you looking like that. Well, so at least consider that backup plan. UA matters to you, right? You want to protect it. Sticking with us is a valid option. Let us join your fight. Your turn. Your turn. This fight is between One For All and All For One. You all can't keep up.
Bakugo and Shoto are upset. Now, Uraraka yells Midoriya. No, yells Ida. Yeah. Midoriya, Froppy. That's my girl. Mineta. Oh God. Mineta beats tenfold. I never thought it was your power that made you awesome. I fell for you when you were scared and sweating buckets and quaking in your boots. Back when we found a path forward together, the way you were back then. And it's just Midoriya looking back at him, and you see Blackwood forming.
And he hit him actually, huh? Shrip. And sorry, Mineta. Please don't be sorry to Mineta. He's fine just stabbing. That's cool. The old me is gone. He jumps around. Blackcliffs. Stretchiness +1 for all. Plus for all one.
Oh, he is
He's
using
at 45% and +5 Jin. Fox. You're not going anywhere. Oh, Uraka. Deku. I'm sure Bakugo will consider it and would consider it disgraceful and to get rescued. And things are different now, including me.
Now, guys, all right, we got the whole ice ramp and everything. Acid Man protective coating style at 0.1% acidity. Oh, okay. Go, Todoroki. All right, they're all coming up to the... Okay, so Bakugo in the front, Todoroki in the back. It's literally like that, like the Hunter x Hunter scene, basically.
Oh, yeah, of course it
End
is.
of the front. Shut up, man. You don't know. You don't have no idea. Flash freeze and heat wave together. Okay, cool. Going up the ramp. There's so much we want to tell you, but since words alone won't reach you, all right, Uraki gets off. You said we can't keep up, huh?
The thing is, Deku, we don't want to be protected by you. Blasting speed turbo, or reject who you are and what you're doing. So the attack is called Blasting Speed Turbo Cluster. We just want to be with you. Deku, I got a lot I want to say. No, a ton I got to say. But for now, I'm passing the mic to a guy built
Oh,
for speed.
shit, this is dope.
Go get him, Prez. And his Ida. You've always managed to outpace me.
And that's precisely why I'm always ready. If there is anything that could be bolster Izuku Midoriya now, it would be to challenge you. Those who share his resolve, those who can match his pace.
And keep running alongside him. He finally caught up to Midoriya's hand. But no, you can't just let go. I will not. Ingenium the hero will dash across the land to take a lost child by the hand.
Oh, nice
because
thing.
giving help, that's not asked for. It's what makes a true hero.
That was
From
beautiful.
Class A to One for All.
Nah, you know what? Oh, nah, B.
That's beautiful.
Oh,
beautiful.
nah, B.
That is beautiful.
Wow.
That was sweet. I can't lie. That was sweet.
Oh,
Yeah, man, this chapter was amazing. Horikoshi crushed this shit.
Yo,
The art.
Okay,
the art is
way
fantastic,
to
too.
make Ida relevant. Like,
Mhm.
I mean, I wish they built upon this more, but to basically put him in that role, like, yo, Ida has the same resolve as you. You know, it's just seen different way. You know, we see
They
it like,
all
hey,
do.
and I'm just like, instead of Bakugo, instead of Todoroki, having Ida be the.
It made sense because
I need Stain to pull up.
it makes sense because with Ida, he's the one that was trying to fight as a vigilante against Stain, and with Deku, he's the one that tried to explain to him like that's not how a hero does it. And I just love how Ida's the one to try to bring him back. That this is what makes a true hero. I love that line. Beautiful. It just fits perfectly.
I love the parallels of this entire chapter to back when All Might was fighting All for One when he was trying to save Bakugo, right? Like, I love the parallels between that, much like when Deku was like, you know what? Bakugo isn't going to listen to me right now. I'm going to send someone else to talk to him. This is a similar situation because Bakugo knows there's so much he needs to say, but Deku isn't going to listen to him specifically in this moment. So he's going to throw other friends at him to talk to him. Like, I love the parallels between that. Even using the ramp, that was something that they also did in that chapter before. So I love the parallel to that. Like, loved it, man.
And to add to that, the one that with Deku was he was gonna throw himself and save Bakugo, but he didn't do it. He sent Red Riot to do it, and because he knew that he would have reached him, and that's what Bakugo did. He knew that he couldn't reach Deku with how much is going on. So that's what he's saying. Ida, I love the comparison. I love what you said, James. It just makes so much sense within these characters.
Yeah, I think Bakugo will get through to him, but everyone else needs to soften him up first. Because like there's something special between their rivalry, and whatever Bakugo has to say will reach Deku. It will. But he needs to be softened up first. He needs to see all of the other people that have been like real, like genuine friends to him, talking to him, letting him know you don't have to do this on your own. We all believe in the same thing. You
That's
don't have to
Choco's
do this
job
by yourself.
That's not Bakugo's job. That's Choco's job.
I thought in this chapter we were gonna get the scene that we saw with the picture that was drawn like 5-6
You
months ago.
thought?
You thought? Yeah. I mean, we'll get it. We might get it eventually, but it's not.
What
gonna
if
be in
it's
this
what if
situation.
it's just art, bro?
No,
Yeah,
if it's
it
art, that's
might
fine.
be.
If it's art, that's fine. I don't knock it. I'm just saying like that would have been.
I mean,
nice.
why would he spoil a moment from a pivotal moment in his manga with a piece of art in a collection? I wouldn't.
Maybe foreshadowing. Could be.
I mean, why? Why even give us that? You know what I'm saying?
I mean, he's doing so well with the parallels.
He's a storyteller, bro.
He's doing so well with the parallels of like all the previous chapters, and then coming back full circle again, reusing them.
Hey, real quick, I'm mad at you.
Well,
Talk about making Ida relevant. Ida been relevant. Listen, there's a whole bunch of other people that gotta have some light. Ida got a whole half damn near arc early on.
Yeah, like I said, I felt like Ida's character fell off for me after the stain. I was
because
just like,
he had to talk about 15 other people.
Yeah, you still could have kept it somewhere there, but he just became like he low-key faded in the background. Class
No, he
president,
been doing his job, being the class president, bro.
Look,
I was
like
just
I
gonna
said,
say, like, being class
he's-
president, like-
he's relevant again to me.
Stop it. Just
I'm
because you've
excited
seen him,
for
he
this.
relevant. Okay, fine.
No, because this is a great emotional moment.
Oh, this was beautiful.
I was legit like, you ain't never gonna see me cry on camera, but I was close.
I bet.
I was close to it, and I was just like, yo. I shouldn't have done all that stuff that I did prior to the show, obviously. But that right there, it's like for me reading that, it's not going to fit with anyone else but Ida.
Exactly.
That whole speech hits because of Ida, and
Ida
that's
has
why
been
for me,
waiting
just-
so long
yeah, like
to return the favor to Deku.
I guess it was
He's been
just
waiting so long.
frustration because I've been waiting so long. I've been wanting to see more with that, and we've been waiting so long, and it's just like I hope it's not forgotten.
But
And
wasn't that wait worth it though? Horikoshi is not yet giving me something where I was disappointed when I waited for it. So far, we have not been disappointed. Exactly.
Yeah,
this was the perfect moment for this to happen. It made me so happy, and the animation on that is gonna be.
I'm gonna jump back into the anime when this scene is animated for sure.
Unless people
Oh
complain
my
about the anime
God.
again.
Man,
I mean,
I don't
look,
care. I don't
people
care.
can complain about the anime. That's them. They can
Yeah,
they can be like that. That's okay. You can not like things, but
As long as they animate this chapter right here in this scene, I'm gonna rewatch that.
Bro,
I'm gonna rewatch that.
it was so good.
It was
It's still-
was well written. It was well written.
It was.
Oh, my
So can we are we gonna jump into the review? Y'all still react?
I want to go into our review right now.
Yeah, let's
honestly.
get it.
yeah.
We've been
Yeah,
doing
that's
it.
why I
You
jumped
can
actually.
wait a
on
little
camera. I thought we were
bit,
ready.
you can wait a little bit here. Koshi's shining at the moment. Let's give him
Just a little bit.
Yeah, just a little bit. We'll get to you.
Like
But,
definitely great. I want to talk about like the ramp that they use and the whole position of everybody. Like, okay, we need one person to make the ramp bridge. We need one person to give us the acceleration, and then we need the other person to use the rest of his speed to catch up.
You know
Exactly
something,
right.
though? You know what I mentioned last week, and I was hoping that Acid Shorty Mina would be able to use her powers somehow. I like
Without
how they
hurting
showed she
people?
can control her. Yes, I like how they showed
Acidity,
that.
yeah.
We didn't know that at the point.
I was about to question
that's
that too
OP as hell.
because that's new,
yeah,
right?
That's clutch. That's
That's
Oh no,
new, right?
she's used Acid Man before, just not in this way.
she's never used it as a defensive.
But yeah, she has, because remember back in the forest when they were going against Maka, she used it as a protective cover off herself.
Yeah.
On herself. But for others, the fact that she can and adjust the acidity. The acidity. I mean, she basically made it.
I think that's orange juice level.
She almost made it like elastic, which was interesting.
Yeah.
Which means to me she has learned a lot about her quirks.
So which means I also assume that means she can control the flammability of the acid too. Then
potentially.
So that'd be like, that makes some really good tactics that you can combine with fire.
Yeah, that would be sick.
Which is what I was hoping I would see, but I was like, this is a great way to build to that if that's what he wants to do. But showing how she can control that's very, and again, it goes back to the growth. Each kid has grown some type of way.
Oh, definitely they have.
Some type of way.
I would love to see a combo. I would love to see a combo between her and Shoto.
I was just thinking
what you said, like
fire and
using her abilities to increase how flammable it is, because someone with a water quirk wouldn't be able to put it out that easy,
wouldn't it? Because because you know what that becomes? Napalm. That's terrifying.
Right.
That's gonna be an end game combo move that we see with for one. Yeah,
that's how they melt the big, nasty beast that All For One becomes when all his quirks start to, break down and turn into something
All
nasty.
For One is like, that's not enough, and you're like, oh shit.
I really hope that fight is like Final Fantasy final boss, like epic.
It has to be.
It has to be. Would you guys want that as a movie animation, or would you guys want that as?
I wanted it as an anime and then as a movie.
It does deserve to be a movie as well.
The end of Academia absolutely should be a movie.
Yeah, definitely.
I agree. That would be amazing.
That movie gonna do numbers too. I say 60K in the States.
Our boy Denzel asked a question that anyone realized that the last panel of the chapter about Deku's quirk is turned off. What do you guys think about that?
That's Stain. Stain found some of his blood that he's been dripping around, and it was like, all right, son.
You think?
Yes.
Now, with this Ida moment, let's bring it full circle with Stain.
Exactly.
We did say that last time.
We did say that last time. Look down, he would be standing there with All Might, thinking like, oh shit, it's Stain and All Might. What's happening? And then something else bad's gonna happen. Because some Endeavor brings up a really good point. He's like, hey, something ain't right about this. They gonna use this as an opportunity, essentially. And I'm like, yep. So what's about to happen? But I think it's Stain. I hope it's Stain. I'm not going front. I really do hope it's Stain.
I really hope it's Stain.
I need it to be Stain. I won't be satisfied. Horikoshi, I will not give you GOAT status.
But you definitely see that. I saw that panel. I was like, ooh, something happened there.
Like you guys talked about, it's the way that Ida looked in that one small part of that panel. It's like, I think he's looking at Stain, man. I think he's looking at Stain, and he's talking to All Might too.
Yeah, because the car doesn't have a reflection. It has a reflection of the building, but doesn't have a reflection of who's there, like in the car, or like has,
dude. Let's be real. We know he's in the car, bro.
I know. I just want to see it right now. I want to see it right now.
Oh, it's so good. I can't wait. I'm like, ooh, wait. Yeah, that's gonna be a really weird situation for them.
And I love how we joke around with Mineta 2 weeks ago that like what's he gonna do? And he actually used beads tenfold, and he actually tried to
hold. That's nasty. Horikoshi nasty.
Yeah.
Mineta got
you knew what you were doing.
Why do you think I reacted the way when I had to read that? I was like, oh.
By the way, he still didn't do nothing. He just gave Deku a tail.
Yeah.
It's like it is very logical for him to look at how Deku uses Black Whip. It's like, I could do a version of this,
I mean, Deku technically also learned that from him. Technically.
Right.
Mineta low-key confessed his love for him too, and I was
he did. I think, I was like, he loves Deku too? I knew it.
Okay.
Mineta confirmed bisexual. All right, go off, young kid.
Yeah, because he said, I felt for you when you were scared and sweating buckets and quacking in your boots. And back when we found a path forward together the way you were back then. It literally sounds like a whole love speech right there.
I'm okay with it.
I'm about it. Exactly. I'm about it. Okay, Mineta. Yeah, you ain't gonna get with him, but it's all right.
These are my confessions.
But no, this chapter, I didn't think that this chapter was going to like slap like it did. Like I really love this. It showed the teamwork and the combined effort of 1A. So think about it. Deku at this power level working together with 1A is going to be damn near unstoppable.
Oh yeah.
Goodness gracious.
Do you think it was a team effort that came up with the plan, or do you think much like during the All Might All for One fight, Deku came up with the plan and everyone executed? So do you think Bakugo came up with the plan?
I think
it's a team effort.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was Bakugo. He was like, I mean, Bakugo pays attention, and like I'm pretty sure he'd be like, all right, this is how we want to use yourself. He's going, remember how you saved me back when? This is what we're going to do because he's fast now. We need to be able to catch him. So yeah,
yes and no.
I think it was Bakugo.
I feel like Bakugo definitely had a voice, but I took the others because you have a lot of great minds in that room.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Zora is really smart.
I mean, you got her, and I'm sure she was a part of the plan with Bakugo.
Yeah,
but I bet it was Bakugo, Momo, and Ida. Straight up.
Yeah,
I think they thought of. They had to think of. They had to think of. They had to think of a lot of. They had to think of a lot of backup plans because, like, the first time around, they tried to connect them with the whip, the
they had a
string.
Yeah, you're right. They had a bunch of plans. So it was like what they had like 8 plans they had to go through.
Yeah, the reason why just everybody thinking on their feet, like, but them feeding off of each other and trusting in each other that they didn't interfere with each other's plans.
That's a mix of both.
That's why they started with like Kirishima, the ghost, the invisible girl, and a French dude because
I'm
like
shocked.
they
she
need
actually
to,
did something too.
They need to bring like the dictator to Endeavor and them to like capture, of course, but you're gonna have to let them do some defense and offensive, anything they could do to slow down Deku. If they can't go in, all right, next plan. You don't need us. We'll just do what we need to do. Move on. Because we never seen Ida until like that last line of plan, and it like we already know he was with All Might and Stain, and then he had to go all the way back around to his classmates, and then like, oh, okay. I see that all the other plans fails. Let's execute this last plan. Go up to that ramp, and let me see if I can get to Deku, because he was like the last one that couldn't say anything, because we already know he was somewhere else, but he finally has a voice in it to talk to Deku, and that was beautiful. That was actually beautiful.
It really was, man. Like I think it's all Bakugo, right? And I think it's all Bakugo because I think it was either the last chapter or the one before. Bakugo told everyone, no one knows All Might and Deku like me.
Mm-hmm.
Bakugo is already a brilliant strategist, brilliant tactician. I think he came up with this multi-step plan to take care of Deku. Even with sending people at the right moments to talk to him at the right time, to try to get through to him. And he knows, much like Deku knew before. I think Bakugo knew it can't be me that talks to him first. I have to send everyone else, because if it's me, he won't respond right away.
I mean, he has tried to respond, like more like insults though. He mostly insults Deku.
I know he definitely planned that.
Okay,
But I think it's like literally like step by step by step. He knows Deku so well. Where he needed 8 plans and 8 different steps to at least try to.
It was also like and I think it was more. He was like, all right, well, we have to plan for this, this, and this, and this is how I think he's going to react. Because remember, he didn't actually know what some of the quirks were. Like he had an idea of what they were, but he didn't know what they did. Like he had read the book, but that was it. So like it was
what Deku was able to do and stuff.
So basically, he was going off what he knew about his quirks and had them prepare for that. So you have to think that it was absolutely Bakugo.
Do you think Bakugo shared the notebook on all the research on the quirks?
I doubt that he shared the notebook directly, but I'm sure he told them what he knew about the quirks. Because he remember when they rolled up, he was like, yeah, it looks like you, like when he used smoke screen, he was like, yeah, this is the that user's smoke screen, blah blah blah. So I think he had an idea, and I'm sure he told everybody to get him prepared. I guess I'm sure that Bakugo didn't think that he was now this good with all of them. Like he was about to be gone. He was about to use Fajin and be out of there. And then Ida catches up with him, and I still think, stay and hit him with that the good old, and he froze now. So I'm just I need this next chapter so fast, and I gotta wait an extra day.
The conversation that all for one for all like had within inside their own mind and not on Deku's mind and stuff. Like if there's anything that could help bolster Izuku Midoriya now, it would be it's his friends that shares his resolve that can only match his pace and keep running alongside him. And
they did. And like I feel like it was that culmination, like everything like kind of clicked for him in that moment. He was like, "Oh no, you guys can keep up with me." And now it's like, all right, but now something's gonna happen and it's too late and everybody's gonna freak out because of course we knew this wasn't gonna end just like that. Oh, we got Deku back in. Nope.
No, there has to be a price. There has to be a cost.
Bro. Yep. Can't wait. So I'm excited to see that, but I wanted to be staying I wanted to be staying in All Might. I needed to be staying in All Might right there. And they're gonna be like, "Oh my, why you would stay?"
Both of them.
Yep, it's got to be both of them. It's gonna be
the
so
stain
good.
doesn't pull up. I'm gonna hate Hirokoshi forever.
Also,
I'm not gonna hate him, but it's just like
I will hate.
You know he's showing up, bro. You know.
I hope he does.
Sure.
Right?
Well, I mean, remember we all know that him and All Might were supposed to talk, and that was overdue. And so maybe next chapter is we get that talk between the two of them, and then they jump to them showing up.
Yeah.
What I also liked about this chapter was that Shoto like literally brought out like, what if All for One wanted you in this side of state? What if he wanted to like seize you in your confused mind?
Yeah,
like literally the entire guy was like, do you think like it's what All for One wants you to be in, like just so that he could seize the chance to attack UA, or maybe not to attack UA, maybe to like finish like possessing you or take the.
Shoto was absolutely right in that. Absolutely, he's like, what if this is all a part of his plan, which it very much could be, and probably is. So, I'm just, and that's why I love how Endeavor is also very cautious in the beginning. He's like, y'all keep checking the perimeter because something ain't right. And basically he goes like, Kirishima asked the real question. He's like, why didn't y'all just have Genus grab him? Because Genus could have grabbed him immediately and restrained him straight up with no problem, I think. And then he was like, nah, this
maybe
is never been. I think so. Okay, James, well, I love Deku, but Genus wrapped up Maki.
I mean, yeah, but Deku is way faster.
But also Ray.
I
don't think he would be able to break out of the threads. But I do think he would be able to get away.
Remember, he could use the fibers in his clothes. Remember?
Yeah.
Also, Genus,
he
doesn't have those big threads around him right now.
So what I'm saying is he could still use the fibers in his clothes.
Okay, his clothes. I'm about to say because he doesn't
don't,
have those tank of threads.
Don't underestimate Genus. You best to relax.
I'm not underestimating Genus. I'm just saying.
Endeavor was right. He was like, nah, it couldn't have been done that way because it wouldn't have worked. He still would have run off at some point. His friends had to get him to, like, they had to convince him to want to be with them. That had to happen. So
I'm like, only his friends, his classmates can break the mentality.
And also, I'm very glad that Hiroshima admitted his own uselessness in this case against Deku.
Hey, he had a shot. He said what he had to say before, so all right, I'm good for now. Next.
He was like, yeah, no, I can't really do anything against that, so I'm gonna let them do that.
He said there ain't no much I can do because he's zipping around like that. He said
there's 15 other characters. There's 15 other characters that can tell to say stuff and son. They could do something at least, so I can't do nothing. Nope. Okay.
They basically tapped out, be like, all right, guys, I'm gonna be in the back,
right?
Just chilling, eating.
Like we gonna go over here and do some stuff. He real fast and
okay, I did my part. All right, coach. I tried to tire him out, but I did the best I can. Didn't happen. So
I'm ready for the bench,
turn.
boss.
Yeah,
I'm ready for the bench, coach.
It's like I'm gonna sub everybody else in. I'm good. Yeah, I'll blame you. So I'm like, good job, Kirishima. You know when you outmatched.
And plus, I love how in page 4 and 5, Deku screams, "You all can't keep up," and then 2-3 pages later, he says, Shoto said, "You say we can't keep up," and then I love how the ramp and everything shows the teamwork that they all did just to catch up to him and prove him wrong, and how Bakugo screams like, "Go get him, Mr. Prez," and I love how he just feels the courage and everything.
Well, I mean,
just get
he
saved.
also knows. I mean, that's Bakugo knowing who is literally the fastest person in the class. Ida.
Yeah.
And that's hands down.
And we already know like there's a lot of pressure and speed that got onto Ida and it breaking his suit. Like literally throughout the entire impact, his suit was not able to handle more speed than he was able to used to do and handle.
That's a good thing though, because now he knows the limits of that equipment. He's gonna get new equipment.
That too, and I was gonna ask, can Ida go faster than Mach 1, or we don't know?
I don't think we officially know yet. But let's just assume that Ida's fast as hell.
That's fine. I'm just curious because
I'm pretty sure he was.
He reached it once, right?
Mach 1, yes. But I don't know much
more. I think that happened.
He did say that. He did happen to say that
because
after he did his upgrades to his exhausts, he was able to go Mach 1 after that.
He got rid of that one of the
that's wild.
The engine from his brother gave him that suggestion. You could go faster into Mach 1.
Yeah, let them regrow, and then it gives you the ability to hit Mach 1.
Go faster, but you have no control. I think that was during the training arc.
Longer.
That was during the team Class A versus Class B arc.
I believe so, yeah, because that's why I want to act.
I mean, I'm not gonna agree. I mean, I know he's fast, but I don't think they were that specific. But maybe.
I remember them saying something about Mach 1. That's why I want to ask you guys if you did remember, but it seemed like
the only problem was back then he didn't have any controller directions.
He did in the training arc, but you know.
But I guess he's gonna have to go even faster, especially when it's just going up the ramp and straight, right? Just to go forward, not really to turn inside.
I mean, that was more like he was being propelled, and then he propelled himself off of that.
Yeah,
so, yeah.
That is what you call kids geometry angles.
Oh, gosh. It's the one time we see geometry come into practical use. Yay! All of us have been waiting for this day.
We're using a manga, guys. Yeah.
Geometry 2 and I become a hero.
Oh my god.
But Chad brought up, do you guys think they will be managed to convince Deku?
Absolutely. I think that was enough. The look in Deku's eyes told me everything.
I agree. Ray said it perfectly because in this panel in page 17 of him crying and everything, and of him actually shocked that he got the hand caught in what Ida said, that's what makes a true hero. I felt like he just felt some weight off his shoulder from what the panel expresses to me and everything, but we will find out what the actual conversation goes next week. But I feel like they will be able to convince him.
I say yes. The reason being, it will set up better despair when All For One pulls up and fucks their whole life up. Like, if he's not convinced now, it's gonna feel too rushed. But I
don't even want to try and theory craft what's gonna happen with All For One next. Like, I don't want to. I want to be surprised.
I know despair.
I want to be surprised because the twist with Nagant was just like I was seeing that animated in my head, and then you hear his theme kick in all of a sudden. It is that
he'd be like, it was me, deal. No, it was me, All For One.
I feel pain and sadness coming real soon to really shake the room. I feel it, so I need Deku to be convinced now, so I can get that.
Anyway, Stain and All Might gonna show up, and they're gonna start telling them their plan, because now they're like, all right.
And I can't wait for Stain.
I know. Oh, because I feel like that's gonna add a whole different layer to stuff that we have not gotten. So
yeah,
because I feel like Stain has to be resolved. He hasn't been resolved yet.
Agreed.
I think this is Ida is presenting them the perfect opportunity to distract Deku long enough for Stain to come in, stop him, and they capture him. That's what I'm hoping happens. I'm hoping that they actually capture him. And I'm also hoping that soon All For One will take this opportunity, because I feel like All For One definitely knew that this would have been a possibility. This would have been a route that Deku would have gone on to, going on a rampage, destroying his body, trying to overcompensate to save Japan. Right? And to protect everyone. So I think he sees this coming definitely. And as soon as they capture Deku, I think he's gonna do something. He's gonna send someone. There's gonna be some kind of attack.
You're absolutely right. And can I just real quick say, folks who are like, all right, now it's time for All Might to die. All For One has already told us that it's too late for that. It won't matter now.
He's moved on. What? It's not happening.
It's worse now. Because he's already haunting Deku. It's your turn.
And he's already inside Shiggy, inside the head.
No.
What I'm saying about All Might.
Oh,
he's already haunting Deku.
I just talking about
which is way worse.
All For One, my fault.
It's way worse. It's your turn. Like, did you not see him literally saying that out loud to himself?
Yep.
Only me. I can only do all for one for all is the only one that can.
All bad.
So
this is where Deku needs to stray from All Might. This is where them being too similar is a problem. Because like Gran Torino said, the reason why All Might was defeated is because All for One got in here. He got into All Might's head. And that's what he's trying to do with Deku.
I mean, he already did. He already did.
Right.
And you know, with that in the cabin, now it's your turn. He used All Might's words on purpose.
He did.
No, it's like, what a
that's why I'm telling
you, evil bastard.
Pain is coming, and when that pain comes, Hirokoshi.
I'm just curious to see what he's gonna do, because I mean, Shoto did too plainly put out there a lot of different options, and I'm like, all right, cool. What you trying to say, Holmes? What do you know? Are they about to attack UA while everybody's gone?
I mean, I'm pretty sure they had some kind of defenses, or
I feel like at some point you have to. The final battle has to come at UA. You know, you can't have UA. Yeah, I feel like it's the final pillar of like security for these kids. You know, and you need that one final assault on their security. And it will just be an epic last stand.
I truly think that they have grown beyond UA, this class anyway. Like, the only reason why UA is important right now is because that's where their families are.
East to West Reviews, thank you for that. Oh, sorry. I was going to say East to West Reviews. Thank you for a $5 donation, man.
Hey, appreciate you so much.
What do you think the next steps of All for One are? Who may come next?
Bro, this allows me to answer that question too. Is that he will attack UA. The reason being is that remember the president had mentioned before, like, the support items of our support class have also helped the students with their new abilities and whatnot. So I feel like it would be the perfect chance, really, if I was writing it. And Hirokoshi doesn't need to do this because I trust what he's doing. But a way I envision is that you have a final battle at UA and you get to really see that you don't need to go into too much detail. You can just have pictures of support class supporting the heroes as they have this final confrontation. It really brings it full circle, the whole idea of UA. If there is no corruption in UA, there's corruption in UA, then that changes things.
I mean, there is corruption in UA, and it's the president, but don't get me started. Listen, so I feel like
you think it's the Prez?
Yeah, I think it's the Prez, bro. He has this. I mean, and they said it before. He uses his intellect to mess with humans because of how they treated him. Remember, he was an experiment,
right?
And I think he has a split personality that like.
Oh, he does.
I think he does. That like messes with him when he's not paying attention. He's very, 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 very smart. And he's been trying to catch himself being the traitor, but hasn't been able to catch himself being the traitor. We've been talking about this for a while. We talked about this with Anarchy a while ago.
And to add to that, remember,
I think it's completely possible.
Because he does have those moments of homicidal tendencies, we saw, where it's like, hey, this is a little bit over the top, but he's like, it's perfect.
Exactly.
It's perfect. And you're just, but we seen him like, that's a little cute little quirk that we see in like a hamster or whatever. Like, that's fine.
But that happened during season 1. During the training, he was part of the training, and he did some chaos or some type of damage, and then he started to laugh in a very evil type of way. But it was comedy, but at the same time, it shows that split type of personality. So it shows that
I wouldn't say that shows a split personality. I think that was more humor, but I see why you would be trying to pull it that. I get it. So, but I truly do think it's the Prez, like, because that's the last person that most people would suspect. With that, it would be the principal.
Mercenary said, what if the final battle happens where the League of Villains first showed up? USJ.
Completely possible.
It would have significance if it was there. I would prefer UA though.
I think it's just like it's going to be a ground zero somewhere, just in Japan in general.
Yeah.
Like it is. I don't know if because locations haven't, like, other than Camino, have not really had like a real significant place. If makes sense.
That's why going to UA would make it significant. It's like
I don't know.
Every time it's in there, the kids
I feel like the one thing that they should destroy and not be the final battle would be UA, because UA is the one thing that is left that basically stands for the current hero society, technically.
Mm-hmm.
True.
And I feel like Shiggy and All for One dusting that is a true moment of like,
Okay, so
now you have to rebuild.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm fine with that one because I feel like
I want to see him. I see
exactly.
I want to see him destroy UA. I want to see it destroyed, but I don't think that's what the final balance will be.
Okay.
Not
yeah.
All right.
Yeah.
All right.
I'm with you on that.
Okay. I can rock with that. As long as it's attack, I'm satisfied.
I absolutely think that they finally succeed in attacking UA. Like I think that's finally gonna happen.
Attack
Zero
was breaking it down too.
Yeah, Tie Zero, I'm with you. I don't want I don't want the whole thing to take place in the One for All world, but I do want like a huge chunk of it to take place in there for sure.
I agree with
like
Ty
you're
James.
saying.
Yep, same. Like I feel like it's got to like a big chunk of it. Like they kind of like disable half of his quirks in All for One verse, and then they kind of fight the rest of them outside. And I'm like, that'd be sick. So think about it. It would be too easy for it to just be Deku and them fighting him physically. Like it would have to be like Deku was gonna be like kind of sidelined for a minute while they're fighting in the One for All verse, and then they're also fighting on the League and everybody else outside. It's gonna be sick. I can't wait to see like the back and forth. That's my guess, but it just seems so good, too good to be true, really.
Yeah, I mean that would be the best way to do it. And Horikoshi seems like that's the type of writer that he is. Like he'll definitely bounce back and forth between these two things, and it's going to be epic.
I mean, we saw it in the War arc, and that's why I love the War arc so damn much. Like he did such a good job with it. It works. I mean, and nothing really just kind of seemed like an ass pull. Like it all makes sense. It's like he actually has planned all of it, and I love that. I really do. So,
but what I was gonna ask, if we're done with the My Hero this chapter, there's also a spin-off chapter that came out today. So if we could move on to that, what you guys want to discuss, or you guys have some final thoughts?
I'm good on my end, man. I feel like we covered.
So.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't.
You guys want to do a live read?
Yeah, you have to do a live read. By the way, did y'all know that Horikoshi is only 34 years old?
That's what's up.
Yep. We love the youth.
That's what's
He's
up.
young. He's
only 34 years
and this is his second series, I believe.
That man still got so much. He still got so much more for us to get.
It was a short series. I think only less than 20 chapters. I'm sure. I just don't remember how many, but it was less than 20. It looks almost like the same like Deku, the MC and everything, but it was a short-lived series back in Shonen Jump and everything.
I'd love to read it.
Okay, so reaction to the one shot preview.
I read it already.
I read it too.
Alright, so Abe, so live react. It's just you then.
I'm reading this by myself.
I mean, you can read it right now while we talk about it.
Okay.
Like we said before, this is literally just kind of, and it is very clear what this is. They tell you exactly what it is.
Yep,
right at the start. Quick. This is a prologue to the movie.
It's a canon story that people like to criticize the most as non-canon.
I mean, it literally tells you where it takes place.
I know, right?
It literally tells you. It's in there.
The first 3 pages, it literally says.
I mean, we had all speculated that it took place during the Endeavor Agency arc. Like, that makes sense. And that's why I feel like the anime is doing what it's doing, but I digress. Whatever. Anyway.
Talking about the anime too, one of the chat, I forgot who said it, that the anime will be on break next week. So I'm happy about that. So the timeline could shut the fuck up about the anime changing shit up. It's annoying.
I mean, listen, people don't like change, and that's what it is, and that's okay.
It's annoying.
I get it. People don't like change, and that's why they're so upset about how this season's going. And they can be upset about it. That's fine. Just I like what's happening with it, and I'm glad that they're doing it. That's all I'm gonna say about
Agreed.
it. I'm tired
I definitely agree. And it's really mostly the manga reader are complaining about the anime because they're not getting to their favorite part. I was like,
because it's changed. It's not exactly what they wanted, and that's exactly why they're upset. And like I said, it's okay.
As the anime, they chose narratively this would work better for the story, and it would also work better to incorporate the movie.
Yep.
Get over it. It's still a business.
I mean, and it's they're addressing what y'all were upset about before. Oh, the movie doesn't really take place in the anime series, so but now they're doing that, and you're mad about
it's a
technically all the other previous My Hero movies have certain like directions towards.
I mean, they were loosely canon. They were all loosely canon, absolutely.
Yeah,
but this one is
spin-offs now and everything.
It is like they tell you it literally takes place in the timeline.
Because Hori made this clear when he made the whole type of training with Endeavor. It was a 3-month training, so he gave himself a timeline where he could just put the movie right there in this timeline, and it will be part of the story. It will not affect it grander. So I love that.
what's even better is we get more story of Endeavor. We learn more about him, the character, and everything itself. Because we know that Endeavor arc in between, before the League of Villains and the Class 1A versus Class 1B, it was short. It was a very short arc in between. And yes, the anime is literally taking like its time with its chapters by episode to fill in. We got a movie of more Endeavor's story.
I'm just gonna say that
character.
Other series have done this way worse.
Yes,
way worse. Naruto. So it's fine.
Sometimes One Piece fillers.
So I'm like, I am okay with this. Like I said, the people are completely fine to be upset with what's happening, but I love the chapter because it really showed you that Endeavor is that dude.
It's that dude, and he is smart. And my favorite comment of his was like, "Do not underestimate these kids. They've got a model borrowed from the Western world." Plus Ultra.
Yo, that chapter was busting.
Yeah, I know. It was
quick
very
read, right?
All right.
Was it right?
Listen, Endeavor already, like, in just a short amount of time that he's been with him, he already understands the potential of these kids.
Yeah. That's a good setup to the movie. That's a good way to set it.
It was simple, it was fun, and it basically just kind of gave you an idea of what we're looking into.
And I just love how Deku continues worrying about that cape. He's like, you know what? A cape will work with my suit well.
Don't forget, Deku's a kid.
Yeah,
he's still a kid.
He's 15. Or no.
And his idol is a superhero from the Western society, bro.
But then
Bakugo's line of, what are you talking about, you dumbass? This is a stealth mission. You want a cake? I thought that was hilarious. It's like,
I love that shit.
Thank you.
And his gauntlets was gonna be huge and everything. Like, bro, it's a stealth mission. You don't need a huge gauntlet.
But it also shows the
yeah, because Shoto be like,
Shoto told how detailed Shoto's actual like gauntlet design was. Shoto was commenting on that.
Yeah.
Bakugo built this suit perfectly for a stealth mission, knowing that his quirk is not built for a stealth mission.
That, but also, I love what Shoto said. I've been thinking about upgrading my arm covers, so I might as well test out my design. So I love how he actually wants to make an actual design.
My boy is getting out of his PE clothes. Yes,
yes.
He already did, Ray.
Whatever, bro. He's still in his
partially.
He just added some trinkets to it to make it more useful.
Yeah, I need him to
but now
get a new uniform for sure. He needs.
I'm gonna be honest. Shoto has had the worst costume since the very start of the series.
No, I'm sorry. Mineta. Thank you, James. Thank you, James. It's a baby. It's a fucking baby.
At least he's cosplaying a Rugrat. Do you remember Terminator Shoto?
Yeah.
Do you remember Half Ice, Red Ice?
Yes.
No.
Todoroki dropped the ball. His uniform's been trash.
I will put Mineta as
I hate the most creative person. Okay, he's not the sharpest
like
tool.
I hate at least Mineta is cosplaying a Rugrat. It's fine.
You know, he has something. He was working with something. Okay. I could accept it. I was like, that seems to fit you. I'm not even surprised.
Exactly.
That's fine.
It just makes sense. I feel like Todoroki's always kind of been like,
Todoroki should be dripping.
Todoroki's like, at least I'm wearing clothes.
And it's not like he doesn't have the money. Let's be honest.
Right?
True.
So why are you being cheap, yo? You work for the
and
bare
also
minimum.
That, or at least his father, like at least try to get him a costume, like even though.
I'm sure for a long time he would not have accepted it.
Yeah, he would not want anything accepted from his dad.
Right, but now you can.
Maybe for the hero Endeavor, but not to like his expensive money. The only thing he wanted from that training, that internship, was literally the experience and his training, and that's all he was after. He doesn't want anything more than Endeavor wanted more from Endeavor or from his father or anything like that. But I think that's great. It builds character. It builds like you are your own man. You want to build your own responsibilities, and yeah, I feel Shoto knew early. Throughout this entire chapter, that one shot, Horikoshi actually went into details on the other hero's costume. I see an Iron Man. I think that the big thing was supposed to be a Batbot.
Man. I saw an Ava
or something like that.
An Ava unit is up there. The helmet. I was like, this is amazing. I love this.
And I was also gonna ask you guys. We see heroes and villains. We know the guy on the left is the villain, but do you think the lion and the pharaoh type are heroes or villains?
They're the heroes. They're the Egypt heroes.
I'm pretty sure they showed them before.
They have. And like silhouettes.
The silhouettes from the movies.
And I think two heroes, you actually seen a little bit of them.
Oh, really?
Totally forgot.
Like we've seen glimpses of them, like in the background and stuff.
It's gonna be so lit. I've never been excited for an anime movie before. But
I'm excited. I've been excited.
You weren't hyped for Broly?
Yeah,
I was excited.
No, because I didn't care for Dragon Ball, but I watched Broly with my homie and the friends at the crib because he rented it on, and we were just watching. I was like, oh shit, this movie busted.
Yeah,
I was like, okay, but it wasn't enough to get me back into the Dragon Ball.
Watching that movie, just saying.
So.
I watched that movie with my friends. Dumb High. Shit was a blast. It was amazing. It was an enjoyable ride.
I went and saw that in theater, and the theater was hype as hell. It was wonderful.
It was a wonderful experience.
Actually,
yeah, dude. When they broke the dimensional barrier.
Oh yeah, the theater went nuts, bro.
Sam,
it was wild.
If I'm correct, the whole time when I was watching, I was screaming. I was like, "Oh, that's fucking amazing!" I was holding Sam and just moving him. I was like, "Yo, Sam, this shit's busting." Sam was like, "Okay, but let go of me."
I think that was more from our other friend.
Sir Vash.
But that was me and him.
It's busting.
He didn't even know the word busting then. He just used it now as a filler. I understand.
Busting. There's no T. It's busting. You feel me? It's busting. I need you to say it right if you're going to use it.
Question for you guys: can we trust the Men in Black?
No. You never trust the Men in Black.
Yeah, you never do. What?
You see those? You seen those movies? Don't trust them.
You trust the government, JB? Come on.
I don't.
They corrupt from top to bottom too, bro.
It was bait. I put the bait out.
It was bait.
You definitely got 3 of us. Because I'm about to be like, hell no.
Keep an eye on this. Keep an eye on this light real quick.
That is one of our rules. We never trust the government here. Okay.
I told them Deco asked. So who are those Men in Black? They said they are the World Heroes Association in covenant operative in the global scale.
Yeah, especially since look, all right, even though at this point in time we wouldn't have known that, but now we know that the World Heroes Association has been already corrupt and scheming things.
So, I mean, so on that note, I feel like yes, the Hero Association was dirty, but I don't want to say corrupt. They were just doing dirty shit that people didn't expect. Like they were just out here murdering people preemptively. Mind you, which
they
is
also
dirty.
made it seem like they set up the rise and fall, of certain situations, which I would venture.
No, that's what I'm saying. They would just murder people preemptively to prevent things that they didn't like.
I mean, that's what our government does. So
exactly. So I wouldn't say that it's corrupt. I'm just that is just shitty and bad.
But I don't think they'll show
corrupt would imply that it was at least good, which we can tell that it was not.
This was
but do you think in the anime movie they'll tease that like, hey, yo, the World Hero Association, they questionable? I feel like it might be
I don't know if they'll. I don't think they'll tease it, but I think we will get a glimpse of the Gaunt story, to be honest. And so they'll tell you. They basically will get a vision of like they've been doing shitty stuff, and this is what
I would love that.
I would too. I would love to get a glimpse of the Gaunt in this movie.
Like mid credits type thing. I would love for something
even even just like a file that they're going by. You see her in that file. Like,
okay,
I think that'd be sick, and I feel like it'd be a good time to like kind of show the Gaunt animated for the first time.
We're how many seasons away from that being animated?
Oh, hellas! I'd say at least 3.
Right?
So,
yeah.
I'm wondering whether it's it'd be an early.
Lady Not Gone right now. I think season 7 because next season is season 6. Well, it's 2 seasons, yeah.
Depending on how long they make the world, bro.
Yeah,
we don't know how long they're gonna make that because that's long as hell. They could break that into 2 arcs. It could literally just be like the hideout is 1 season and then the actual fight with Shigaraki is another.
Oh yeah,
they could break that up.
Yeah, good to course because each
and
course
you also have to fit a movie in there too.
Exactly, and unless if they do another movie for that part, we don't know yet. I know they signed up for a bunch of different movies, but we don't know if they're gonna make one in there.
That's true.
Just yet. So, we'll see. Like, I still think it's at least 3 seasons away, based on the pacing that they're doing right now. They could change it up, like they have. So, I don't know. But like I said, just a glimpse in the God, because just kind of a tease for us normal folks who've been reading the manga.
I mean,
yeah,
we already know.
Anime onlys would have no idea who that is, but we would be like, oh! Exactly.
You'll be like, hey,
you're not ready.
I'll be like, hey,
yeah, because I mean,
like,
with Heroes Rising, I mean, no one knew about Hawks, really.
Exactly. And Hawks was there. So, possible. That's all I'm saying. I'm not saying that's a sure thing.
Also, Deku's Black Whip ability that he used in the movie.
Also true.
So, like,
they also confirmed that Deku had multiple quirks way before they found out.
Oh, yeah. Oh,
yeah. Hell yeah. They definitely did that.
Found out about that this year. That happened, what, 2 years ago?
In Heroes Rising.
Yeah.
Heroes Rising.
So like beginning of last year, bro. So I'm like, yeah.
Multiple quirks.
Yeah, so there's a chance.
What? I can't access it. What's going
Everyone
on?
in the theater lost their shit.
And that's why I had told people, I was like, hey, you might not want to go see this if you're not caught up on the manga, at least at that point.
Yeah,
and they were like, yeah, and I was like, I mean, yeah, you don't know what you don't know, but they spoil a lot of shit.
Yeah,
but they
give these characters a lot of OP moments in these movies. I think this would be a great opportunity to show people what Black Whip can do.
Yes,
I think it would be great.
They did just get a glimpse of that in the anime, which was sick.
Right.
But that's literally just the tip of the cake, baby. I love it.
What if they at least hint Danger Sense into the World Mission movie? I think that's something that
I would love that to see how it will be animated.
Pretty
I think that's too
hidden.
Soon. I think that's
man. I think it's too
soon,
hidden, bro.
This is Endeavor arc. That's too soon.
Because then they're gonna be like, yo, where it's at. They're gonna be constantly waiting for it to show up and be looking at. They're gonna be studying every fight. Like, oh, is that when it popped up? Is that when it popped? It's like,
I actually think that's too soon, Sam.
Yeah,
I think they're just gonna. It's just gonna be.
And especially before we even get the war arc too, like that's just a little too soon.
I think it's just. I think
or any other quirk for that matter.
I think we absolutely see more Black Whip in this.
Yeah, Dangerous Sense is way too recent of a.
I mean, any other quirk.
Yeah, I think, but I think it's because we already know, like, Horikoshi would let people like marinate a good year or two until like we figure out, oh, there's Black Whip, but like
show us more Black Whip, but that's it for now.
I want to see him do some really cool shit with Black Whip for real.
Yeah,
give him his Spider-Man moments.
Hypothetical. Imagine this like a scene. He uses Black Whip. He says all for one. No, one for all, like 30%, and then he says Fajin just randomly out the blue. I'd be like, why you do that?
Yeah, again, it's way too early.
Okay, with Fajin, hell no.
No, I don't.
With
I
Fajin, hell no.
I don't see that until like
Danger
the next
Sense
following
maybe.
movie.
It doesn't matter what it is. Besides Black Whip, it's too soon.
He hasn't talked to any of the other vestiges yet.
Yeah, it's way too soon.
So, can't do that.
Yeah, no.
If you want to suggest that the vestiges are,
I think we absolutely like hear him say, "Hey, yeah, I haven't really I still haven't seen any of the other vestiges since when Black Whip first manifested." So
that'd actually be a dope after credit scene. It's like it ends with the
vestiges
inside the world.
Yeah, I'll
so
rock with that. That's a nice teaser.
It's time for you to learn about the rest of One for All. Yeah, that'd be sick. Leading back into the anime. Yeah, boy.
Yeah, I definitely can see a movie right after the war arc for Deku alone, of him being the whole one hero, everything, of him protecting the city and stuff.
So I would say I do think we get a movie of Deku like getting the breakers, because there's a lot that we didn't get in the manga that they could absolutely fill in. And then
so that would be the situation where I do not mind having like the fight with Muscular and other stuff like that, and then you still do the same thing onto the anime.
I wouldn't mind bringing Muscular in for a fight rather than for a few episodes. Having his fight being in
I think that would be. I don't know. I don't know. I want both. I'm
recording has
I'm okay
stopped.
with them both.
Oops. Oops.
I'm still recording Streamlabs. It just says that it's just right now in space.
I ain't do it.
I ain't do it either.
With me? Nope. Anyway, yeah, I want both. I want to see Muscular get hands in both movie fashion and in anime fashion.
Now
again,
that I would support better than the Mugen Train repeat for Demon Slayer for sure.
Ooh, Lord have mercy. Can we just go into JJK? I'd rather not.
Yes, I want to go to JJK now.
Yeah, let's not do that.
All right, chat. We're moving on to what chapter 123?
153. 153.
153.
Sir, where are you at in time right now?
Yeah,
wherever I want to be.
What timeline? What apocalyptic event are you visiting at this moment?
I just finished one Nexus event and we're fine.
Okay.
JJK 153.
The whole timeline.
Called Underground Fight Club. Oh wait, Fight Club.
Yes, welcome. Oh, that's right. Y'all ain't read this yet.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
Well, Ray takes his break.
You guys haven't read the new JJK yet?
Yeah,
and James takes his break.
Okay.
Me, Vash, and Abe will just react to the new chapter of JJK.
All right, and me, I'm doing better because I finally found water, so I don't have a dry mouth no more. Kanji Hakari is currently making money as a bookie for an underground fight club at an abandoned monastery parking garage in Toshigi Prefecture. Underground fight club, head-to-head combat between sorcerers. So the spectators are mostly non-sorcerers. Doesn't that clearly violate Article 8 in the Jutsu regulations regarding sorcery? There must also be curses used among the fighters, so be careful.
I mean, like, we're in a world where no more laws and no more control is gone. This
You
whole
might need to
entire
drink some
world
more
society.
water, Bash. You might need to drink some more
Why are we changing clothes? Hikari clashes with the authorities and got suspended from school, and now he's currently engaged in illegal jujutsu activities. So if he realizes we're from Jujutsu High, he might bolt. It's like we're the cops and he's the robbers. Huh? So we're on Jujutsu High side. That's a gray area, but to Hikari, we might as well be. Do you think he'll cooperate? Given what he's involved in, I'm not sure. All the senpai say he's a good for nothing, but Okagotsu senpai says Hikari's stronger than him. We need his strength. All right, we got some bodyguards going in. Scram, this ain't no place for kids. Go back now or I'll clobber you. We need money, so let us join the fight. All right, big security guard tried to punch our boy. Oh, we thought?
Rule 1 is no one says anything about the club. There goes your Fight Club references.
Nice, I like it.
So tell me who told you. Then I'll beat the snot out of you. My fault. I was about to cuss. I didn't get his name before I killed him. Lying. It was about a month ago. Remember that scumbag who was full of it? Kondo disappeared a month ago. Let me take his place, or shall I lay you flat in front of the bookie? Oh, I get it. If we simply asked to meet, Hikari would be on his guard. And we're not supposed to know his name. I should keep quiet. Let's see it.
Smart.
Shout out to you, Yuji. You smart as hell
Right? He's
now.
smart. He'll be like,
Let
me.
Megumi do all the talking.
That's me right there. Like, you know what? I should stay quiet. Perfect time.
The bookie says, oh, okay, wait, hold on. I did miss some dialogue. No, we can't confirm it, but you don't mind. All right, the bookie says, that's enough. Boss said it's okay. We'll throw him in as today's seated fighter. But he's the one who has to fight. Good. Itadori is better suited for that. No, it has to be me. Boss doesn't like you. If you don't like it, then the deal's off.
Understood. We accept. Figuruma, all that bluffing was risky. Not really. If the curse users are fighting, then there must be a turnover. Besides, yeah, he's around. He was watching us through the security cameras. Then it's likely that he's here. Although he could be located far away. You will join the fights and go look from the inside. Meanwhile, I will sneak into the parking garage. Maybe. I think they want to
Sound
see
it out.
I think they want to see what we're up to. If they catch me trying to sneak
Syllable at a time.
there's no chance of getting them to trust you, and we won't get them to meet Hikari.
There you go.
If that happens, we can just use force. Surely, I'm just only for as the last resort. We have come as requested. It is by Hikari. Is by Hikari Corporation. I want to avoid anything that might have a lasting effect on the relations as much as possible. Anyway, and plus, to be honest, I should just lie low tonight. But I don't want to waste any more time. And before the Scooby deadline, is declared
participation
in the Kona game right now. It's 5 p.m. on the 10th, which leaves us 9 days.
It took longer than I thought to get this far. Hoofing it to where transportation is still running, stopping along the way to beat up her spirits, so I'll sneak in to look for Hikari. But if things get dicey, I'm out. That's why I meant by maybe. Okay, got it. There's 2 rules. No running away, and no curse technique. Why? I'm fine if someone wants to use it. I don't mind. The spectators are non-sorcerers who can't see them. And an invisible fight ain't fun to watch. Okay, then why no running away? You had a fight where the spectators can see you. It's all about the spectators, huh? I mean, yeah, this is business. This is about the fans. You have to keep them happy. What's the boss like? Curious? Sort of. You see, if you meet him, will I? Listen, there are 2 types of games. Unscripted matches, like today's tournament, and scripted matches. Boss fixes those. Look sharp today, and he may speak to you. In other words, I gotta make sure to put on a show. Now we're talking. That's how wrestling is. That's how it works.
So that we get a double spread of the arena with
the parking lot and everything.
It's a parking lot brawl with people on the 2nd story just looking down.
I wouldn't want it any other way.
We got a few panels. You can see like businessmen, real dressed up types. You remove the
rich
floor,
people are the spectators.
Spectators above and fights below. Yup. And there's your opponent. Shocked me the first time I saw him too. Yeah. It's all about attracting the crowd, huh? Welcome to the Gachinko Fight Club tournament. I'm your announcer, John Bobby.
And now I will introduce the fighters. We have a surprise challenger. These assassins just keep on coming. And a dangerous fireball kid, Yuji Itatori. It stands like a panda, sits like a panda, and walks like a panda. It's Panda. Have you placed your bets? Let's get ready to rumble. I can feel a thing starting to cool down. Why is that, Ken?
Let me know if you want me to do the intros all over again.
Luck is nothing if you don't test it. It's boring knowing who's gonna win. No stray sorcerer is tough enough to be a panda. You sure about that, huh?
Ooh, Yuji's literally going back and forth with Panda. Holy smokes, this is the best bout in the entire 10-year as an announcer. I've only been at this for a couple weeks though. Ooh, they're going back and forth. Panda got that kick in. Nope, Yuji dodged that. But Panda senpai, you met Hikari senpai? No, he's isn't suspicious because he knows me, but he's avoiding me. The other 3rd-year sorcerer is also a problem. Are you hiding that you're a Jujutsu high student? Yes. Good, then you know what to do next. Ooh, okay, they're going sprawling. They're literally just talking amongst themselves and doing hand-to-hand combat. But Yuji got him to the blow, the shoulder blow. Boom.
And he says, what a punch. What a bad actor. I can't move. The Animal Welfare Society won't stand for this. Oh my goodness.
Whoa. Don't get Peter into this. Don't call Peter into this.
Itadori. Okay, I'll stop. After the tournament, bring Itadori to the roof. Huh? I'm certain he'll keep winning. He fights in 3 dimensions to dazzle the spectators up top. I can write a good script with him, and like I'm always saying, I want to do it while the iron's hot.
He's Hikari.
Kenji Hikari.
Interesting.
Huh. That sounds so dumb. Just stop. Jujutsu High 3rd-year Kirai Hoshi. Understood. But what should we do about the other kid? Oh, there's Megumi with his shadow. Stay vigilant. Kirai will provide security too. Huh? This is thrilling. I haven't been this on edge since the days of my old girlfriend and maxed out credit cards. Don't talk about her. Chapter end. Chapter next week. AKA next Monday, guys. That's the end of the chapter of JJK of his return.
Birthday. Hey, I get some really dope chapters on my mama's birthday. I'm gonna make sure to call her before I read it.
At least you remember.
Yeah, no, I do remember. But
Ray, okay. James, you're welcome to come back.
Okay. What
Kenji got finessed, bro.
Okay.
He got finessed.
I do like his outfit though. He reminds me of his outfit of our boy Corazon from One Piece.
I don't know who that is.
I know who that is.
Will agree or not?
I don't.
No?
I don't see it.
Well, the face and hair, no, but I'm talking about the outfit was his coat and everything, because it reminds me a bit of Don Flamingo and plus Carlson's, fur type of coat. But that's pretty cool. But overall, it was great to read JJK. I do apologize to the fans that I was a bit there stuck, because, hey, I had no AC on. I just turned the AC on. I feel a lot better. AC helps out, guys. Cool air. But the Panda versus Yuji fight, it was flames. Bad acting, though. Panda saying the Animal Welfare Society will not stand for this.
Not him calling out for PETA, yo. Oh my god.
Right? Yeah, he was like, he's calling for PETA for help. Like, definitely it was a cool chapter. It definitely is referencing the Fight Club mentality, where like there's nobody talks about Fight Club, and yeah, just fight to fight. But then the difference is one is script, like they script fight into this, and there's non-script. But definitely, it's interesting to see the kingpin of the entire Fight Club is the Jujutsu High source student himself, which makes sense. We thought that he was just a fighter. We thought that the reason why he got suspended and got kicked out was because he was fighting in this tournament for like money and whatnot. But no, it turns out he's running this whole entire kingpin and shit, which is even cooler. It gives us more of what makes him so strong, what makes him more powerful, and what are his connections. It's literally the underground fighting for source.
He's a businessman.
Exactly.
Yes, he is.
He's a businessman. And I like the Fight Club reference. I felt like this was a nice fit for the return of JJK, for the art, for the comedy, for the fight, and the overall entertainment of the series, and also introduction more to the continuation of the culling game. So I'm very happy about that, because we were all talking about last week, and plus behind the scenes, that we can't wait to see the culling games and to see the continuation. And I love how they also do remind us during the chapter that we have 9 days left for the culling games and for the contract and everything to end. So I love that too. Like, there's so much in the chapter with the comedy, with the fight, and plus to remind us of the overall arch, aka for the culling game. So I'm very happy about that.
Yeah, I was a huge fan of this chapter. The moment we got the Fight Club reference, I was like, yeah, let's get it, bro. I love that. You know me, anything with like tournament style fighting, you got me. Like, I can't wait for the culling games. I can't wait to see more fights like this. Yeah, this was a really good chapter back for JJK.
It was. I enjoyed it. Hirikoshi still had the better chapter, of course, but that's
Facts.
fine.
Yes.
Welcome back, Gege. I'm glad to see you. You set up something real fun. I like what you're doing, and I do like that plot twist of the two third-year students being the ones who really run this whole operation. Like, that excites me. It's like, oh, we're about to see, because it's been too much. Oh, Jujutsu High students, they're all good. They all work for a better good and whatnot. It's like, oh, now we got ones who's like, I don't give a damn. Like, what that got to do with me? Bro,
why you gonna say that when Gojo exists?
Look, Gojo has his own motive. Gojo is just like, well, for me, Gojo is like, look, I need y'all to understand that these kids are the future, Like, we cannot, the old rules can no longer apply to them. But we should let them be free. They're going to be the ones that really save our asses. So I see him as more of a hero for the youth. But this one is like, nigga, I don't give a damn. Where's the money? We talk money here. I want to tell a story. I want to have fun. Damn, if the world ended, that don't got nothing to do with me. How that affect my bottom line? I love it.
I am also curious of who was the ex-girlfriend. I feel like we already met her before. I feel like it could be Maki, but it could be someone. It could actually be someone else.
Imagine. Oh my goodness.
Why would that be Maki?
He said old girlfriend. I guess he considered as a girlfriend.
And maxed out credit cards.
And maxed out credit cards.
Oh no, Maki would stand up for that.
Why would it be Maki?
Maki would have beat his ass like day one.
Does Maki seem like a material girl in a material world? No.
No, not.
No.
But like,
unless it's a katana.
Right?
Unless she was maxing out credit cards on.
Then you gotta spend a couple thousand on.
Why would she do that when her family has a fucking bolt?
Because her family
she don't get that. She don't get that family luxury. You should how they treat her.
She do now.
Yeah, now.
Now, but like back then.
I mean, personally, I don't want it to be Maki.
No,
because like,
it makes no sense for it to be Maki.
Maki would have
like zero.
There's no way Maki would have beat his ass at some point.
Chocolate Thunder, I also thought it was like, well, maybe Nobara, because that'd be hilarious. Like if they met in like before Jujutsu High, that'd be hilarious.
That would make sense. Speaking of Nobara and everything, with the money, girl love to shop and everything. But I don't think Nobara had that many credit cards either.
It's absolutely Mei. I don't care.
If it's Mei, oh my god.
It wouldn't be surprising. And that's why you said ex-girlfriend is like, oh no, she was like just a boy toy.
But I absolutely, this chapter was a really, really, really good, like getting JJK back on track is what I think. And it was very lighthearted because JJK has been very dark and depressing for a very, very long time. Yeah. And I'm sure that was taking a toll on him too, because you can tell his characters like to have fun. He loves to have fun with these characters. And so I can see why he was like, yeah, let me do something a little lighthearted for a little bit, because the colored game, I feel like it's going to be all bad. It's literally called the colored game. So
yeah, all bad.
I think that this is a good time for him to just have some fun. I hope this is like a fun tournament arc. Well, it was kind of goofy for a bit, and then it kind of takes a serious turn towards the end. But I have not doubted Gege at all throughout the entire run of JJK, so I have no doubt that this is also going to be great. Like I said, I hope he's taking his time and that he's feeling better for real. It really did seem like it. This chapter really felt like his strongest one in a while. I feel like it was his strongest chapter since Shibuya ended, to be honest with you. Which is I think is a big deal.
That's hard to say because I like Yuta, so when Yuta show up and everything, when those chapters were there, I like it. But and when Maki as well, when her killing her father and like the whole rest.
Well, I mean, like, what I'm saying is that all felt out of place and out of sync. It just had to happen. You know what I'm saying? I'm happy that it happened. It didn't feel like it was like meant to be there. It's like we needed to have that story to get to where we are now, but it just did not match up with the pace of where we were before.
I see what you're saying. Okay, I see what you're saying.
So, like I said, I still loved it. I had no problem with it. It's just like this feels much more in step with what we're used to from Gege, to be honest with you, from a plot and pace perspective. Especially as characterizing his characters even more. Like I love to see. It's nice to see Yuji being Yuji, you know. And hopefully we get a little bit more of that before everything gets all bad again.
Hopefully we have more dual or buddy type of adventures for the next 5-6 days before it gets to the last 2-3 days where they have to go all serious mode. So I hope we see more of the team up with him and Megumi, or with him and Yuta and him and Maki, go shopping or do something that is some type of adventure but part of the main story. Because it was actually nice to see Yuji happy and smiling instead of being fucking depressed for the past 80 something chapters. So it's nice to see him actually understanding and having fun.
Him?
True. No, I'm saying he has not had it easy. He has not had an easy road for him.
All because he ate a finger. I mean,
also,
his life changed when he got fingered, bro. That's all I'm saying.
And also, when you have a mother that's not really your mother.
I mean, he didn't care about that.
You don't know that.
We don't know that.
We the audience inside of him right now.
I think
like
12
15 or 16.
I think it's like 15.
Something like
shit!
That.
It is more than 12 then, because last time I thought it was 12.
Dude, are you sure you caught up? Did you remember he ate those 10 fingers because of the volcano guy? And then the other fingers
I was off by 3.
Times?
Okay, I was off by 3. Come on, some slack. It's been like a good month or 6 weeks. All right, just come in some slack.
Oh man, I was off that's so long.
I was off by 3 fingers. I was off that. I'm sorry that he had the time to go in just 15 fingers forcibly.
But no, so I feel like it's either 15 or 16 to be honest.
I think it might be 16,
including the very first one he ate by himself.
Yeah.
So yeah. I'm like
16.
Yeah, but I'm like, all right, it's getting a little wild, but yeah, usually basically, kind of. he's building up these characters to be secretly all goated. So I'm worried that everybody they're about to meet in the color game is strong as hell. Because right now, his crew is actually stacked.
Oh
yeah. I'm excited to meet the new cast of characters that will be introduced and other type of sorcerers and everything.
Beautiful deaths.
Oh yeah, boy. Yeah, boy. No, it's gonna be nice. I can't wait.
Do you think we're gonna be meeting other future instructors or other future teachers for Yuji? Like, for example, like how we had our Webo Nanami pass away, and now like because Gojo right now
we've already
teach
met him. His name is Sukuna.
Sukuna training him? That'd be interesting.
Yeah, he's gonna have to survive the calling game, for his plan to be fulfilled.
that is true. That too.
It's gonna be one of those listen, kid. We gotta survive.
Do you think Sukuna will train him this early?
I don't think he'll train him. He's just gonna like basically give him the what's up with his abilities.
Do you think it'll be like a Bleach type of training of the Dark Shadow?
Yuji doesn't like truly have his own abilities yet, like his own curse. Feel like he's used Black Flash, and that's been like the thing that nobody can do, but now everybody can do it. So it's like, what's his curse technique? We got to find that out.
Do you think he'll be able to use Sukuna's curse technique, or do you think?
I doubt it.
No, because everybody had their own individual
like nothing.
curse technique.
I think he'll be able to use like maybe one or two.
Too.
You think he'll be able to use the Malevolent Shrine?
He has 15 fingers of his. Why
not?
Like
a trump card. I don't think he'll be able to just use his power, but like, as like a trump card, maybe one or two.
Maybe, you know? Yeah, maybe. I can see that. I mean, because we saw that Sukuna could basically steal powers from folks, which was weird. I still don't know how that works. He did not explain that yet.
He didn't explain that.
I'm excited to learn about that.
But
we need more of that info.
But the thing is, Sukuna's always out for himself, though. Even if Yuji was like injured or like amputated or anything like that, he still wouldn't come out until like he feels it's necessary.
But he's growing interest into Yuji. Like he's not like
he's more interested.
It's like
he
doesn't love Yuji, but he's like, you know what? I
himself.
like you, my guy. You're starting to grow on me. So like he likes him. So like, how can I bad?
Because like I feel like if anything is in danger, he could just do it by himself as much time he has, and any moment he wants. I mean,
we'll see. I don't know. I feel like Yuji is still held his own. So the only times he's really like relied on him is when like he absolutely needed to. Like he couldn't do anything against Yuta. Yuta beat his ass. Yuta literally killed the both of them. As you saw.
Do you think Yuta will train him or like improve on his skills?
No, he's somewhere else. Didn't they just separate so that he take care of the?
But I'm saying they did.
But didn't they?
Yeah. But do you think Yuta will find a way to like train him or tell him to come back before the cutting game start? Do you think Yuta will find a way to train him?
No. Too much time to
they got 9
waste
days
to kill.
9 days.
There's other.
And I feel like this is gonna take like 8 days. Let's be real. This is gonna take a little while for them to get Hikari's trust. So
honestly, this entire tournament can literally be a whole training arc itself.
And that's what I'm kind of thinking. Hikari could be one that is the one to teach him. To be honest with you. I feel like that's why they send him after Hikari, is because they need him and he might teach Yuji something. So,
that is true. That's a possibility as well. It's a good point.
Yeah, that's probably what's gonna happen. Honestly,
I hope so. I want it to be somebody new that they're gonna like need to work with. And think about it, because Toto taught him stuff, and then they fought really well together. But now Toto's kind of like so now we have to have Hikari who can fight with him, and it'll be good.
So I could definitely see him try to make money through the culling game. Like, okay, now this tournament is all about death battles now.
I hope that's not his angle, because that'll get boring so fast.
They definitely can, and that's why he's like,
why do you think they changed up Leorio so quick? Oh, Bash would know nothing about that. My bad.
What you mean? I do.
Sure you do.
Sure you do.
But
I mean It is August 1st. You should start watching.
Oh shit!
Very soon.
Yes, I know, right?
Right, it's August 1st. I have 31 days to start. I know. Tell me about it. But
I thought he was supposed to start before August.
No, on August.
I gave him a grace period.
Right. Because he had to move.
Grace period.
Ray gave him a grace period August 1st.
Him grace period, man.
I did. I was being very kind. I thought that was super nice. That was like a literal 3 week.
He was in the moving process. It's only fair.
Very nice.
Which he could have used the time to start if he chose to, but he chose not to. So
So it was a waste. It was a waste of a good. He
no,
spit
it was
in the face of
that
his
was
good
me
act.
being kind. So at the end of it, he could be like, "Well, y'all, I was moving and
Which I was.
But now he can't say. He can't because we gave him a grace period.
Face of your kindness. That's what he just did.
Anyway,
if you are an hour late.
Any last thoughts for JJK chapter of returning?
I'm so
of almost
damn
a 2 week,
happy it's
2 month
back,
hiatus.
baby. I'm so happy because
Excited.
this was a great chapter, and I just
It was fun.
it's just really not like JJK just rounds out my reading time for like Shonen Jump Day. Like I'm just so happy. Like I'm
Yeah.
like, yes, please, thank you.
And also,
besides My Hero, this is one of my favorite like binge reads because I binge read this from like 1 all the way to current. So
All
this
I'm
was a
missing
great
is
read.
Chainsaw
Shibuya is
Man, baby.
amazing. Yeah, working on it. But glad JJK is back, and I'm glad that it's back for a tournament arc, bro. Like I said before, tournament arcs are my favorite thing.
I love tournament arcs. They're fun as hell.
Yeah, man.
I was gonna ask one more question though. If this was a real fight, Panda or Yuji, without Yuji using Sukuna, who do you think got the
Yuji.
hands?
I mean, Yuji would still win. I mean,
Yuji will still win. He's still hella strong.
Okay, Yuji. Sam, Abe.
Oh,
I mean, if they
Still
were
be
truly if they
Yuji.
were truly going all out, and Panda had all of his cores, and Panda was using all his cores, if they were having a curse technique fight, Panda might have it.
Yeah, it
What
was
I'm
curse
saying.
technique. It would be Panda for
Yeah,
sure.
But if
straight up
no
curses,
no
no
curse
curse,
techniques,
hand to
I'm
hand.
thinking it's Yuji. Yuji
It
doesn't
would
hands.
just be Yuji.
Mhm.
Because
I
I'm
agree.
pretty sure Yuji's stronger than a gorilla.
Yes.
So
Yes.
he's a gorilla himself. So yeah, he's a match to Panda for sure.
Yeah, if we're talking full curse techniques, Panda has all his cores. Yeah, Panda might get, it might be a real hell of a fight, but I think Panda might edge it out. So
I'm glad G's back. I'm now curious of what Hikari's curse technique is and Kirara.
yeah, I was like
she's
looking at her the
she could
tattoo of her
be-
piercings. I was like, are you a curse speech user?
And then she's also will be providing
there's-
security too.
There's
Like,
currently
okay.
only 2 curse speech users that we know about technically. So it would be cool if there was a third one. Not gonna lie, I'd be
yeah,
down
it
for
would
that.
be interesting. Yeah.
And like she seems to be talking normal and everything like that too. So
So I mean that means she is
she has
incredibly
control.
powerful. Yes.
Yeah. And like Tengen told,
But I doubt it. I'm sure it's gonna be
told
something
him
wild
that
and
there was-
different.
and Tengen told him there are going to be other sorcerers within this like tournament or this cage fight. So be careful with them.
I
He
wonder
had
if
to
that
say
was just.
careful.
I wonder if that was just kind of like the indication that Panda was there. But maybe not.
And I just the panel with Mogumi in the last page. It's just there in the shadow and just there watching and observing. I just love that panel. It looks so nice
He's
on
gotten
Mogumi.
so good at what he does.
He's gotten so much better with his curse energy of the shadow technique. Like he's been really getting a lot better at it, and I'm very happy to see that. So it's really dope.
I agree.
He's great for recon. He's great for talking. Like, yo, let me do all the talking, and then you be like, all right. Yeah, I
The
got
whole
that
bluffing, he bluffed out his ass. But
that
he
was
did good.
hilarious. Yuji
But-
was like, "Oh yeah, I should shut my mouth because
When-
I'm
when-
stupid."
When you're the serious
I love
type,
that.
everything that you say will probably be really believable, even though if you're lying. So, and Megumi's that
And
kind of
played it off.
character.
But no, he's like, yeah, I found out after I killed him a month ago. And they're like, oh shit, someone did go missing a month ago. Well then, all right, this guy did it. Boom. But yeah, Yuji saying like, oh, I should have talked. I was like, damn, Yuji, I wish a lot of more characters.
I was like, "Yeah," I was like, "Oh, you learned.
yeah.
You've learned because your big
Cause
mouth has gotten you in trouble before."
Right? He's like, you're smart. You knew what.
Like one
you
of
knew when
our
to be
favorite
quiet.
OPs, Luffy could take a page from his book.
Luffy's
Yep.
fine.
No. No, trust me, Ray. Trust me, Ray. Once you read, you will
All
see.
I'm saying is Luffy's fine. It's One Piece.
fine.
Luffy's fine.
No.
It's a traditional
Yeah, I mean,
shonen. He fine.
No.
Yeah, he's fine. He is, but it's just
He
like,
was
damn,
okay.
Luffy.
I'm like,
He'll
yeah,
learn.
he goes. I'm sure
Eventually.
he struggles, but yeah,
Luffy has helped a lot of people just because he has not stayed quiet. But at the same time, he shouldn't have wanted to stay quiet sometimes.
like I'm
He
saying,
should-
he's fine. That's just his character, bro.
He's fine. Maybe okay. Sort of.
But with that being all JJK discussion for this, Sam, it's sad to see you go. Let's jump into Black Clover chapter
Are we
1.
doing Hunter's Guild later?
I don't think James has read it, right?
I have not.
We can skip it for this. We can do it next week.
Yeah, that'd be good.
Because I just read Hunter's Guild, and I'm like, oh crap! All right, this shit busting.
That universe is just as interesting as I thought it was. So.
Yeah.
Okay.
Best. Yeah, bro.
I like the
excited.
plot twist. Yeah, JB, this is because I didn't read chapter 4 either. So I
think it's
chapter 4 and chapter 5.
It is. Yeah. So this next chapter gonna show you what's up.
Yeah. So
for this chapter set up the protagonist and the actual quest.
Yeah,
which is
I agree.
Awesome.
I'm
excited.
So for chat and for the audience, those that want to hear our thoughts for chapter 5
it's Black Clover time, baby.
It's next week, so we're gonna jump into chapter 301 of Black Clover. Well, somebody finally confesses their love, and understanding, and
the least important part of the chapter. Yay.
Confesses.
Did Sam leave already? Yeah, you left.
Yes.
Sam.
Yes, he left.
I'll be here in spirit.
I mean, shoot, you might as well because this whole chapter, everybody was just here in spirit.
So, okay, this chapter. Can I just get my overall thoughts first?
Yeah, go give it. Last thoughts here. Let's go.
This chapter, overall, set up that the Magicula in-game / plan is way more complicated than we initially thought, which is good. But it also confirmed to me that this ain't over by a long shot. And I mean, not just the Magicula thing, but this demon realm / underworld opening. I don't think this is over by a long shot, bro. And I was so glad, because that's what I was worried about. I was like, please don't just wrap this up real quick, bro. You got so much. I think he knows what he's doing. I'm like, okay, we got a lot more of this demon stuff to do, because they reiterate there's a supreme demon here, and there's only one door to the underworld open.
Mm-hmm.
One, and he freaked out. He was like, "Hey, what the?" And I was like,
"I love when Libby said that. What is the Supreme here doing here?" And I love how he told us, "Look, bro, I gotta be honest to you. With our Devil Union out here, we ain't winning. We ain't surviving." I mean, so I love how he was honest to us.
Without Devil Union and Black Mode, he really was just there. Which I'm like, then really him showing up was kind of useless. Other than for Noel to be like, "Oh yeah, I do love him."
No, wait. No, I still help out because
it was very useful, actually.
I still help out because he helped Real. He helped Real.
Real could have just done that.
But he needed more minutes. He needed more minutes.
Just a couple more seconds.
He broke the
what
curse
I'm saying
of Lola.
Is, though,
that's why you needed him to break that curse.
He didn't need to do that. Tabata could have wrote that where Real actually just did the work.
I mean, so that's a fair point. He could just have Real be the one that came in clutch instead of it being Asta.
This is what I'm saying.
Alive.
That makes perfect sense.
That's the only reason Asta showed up, to keep Lola alive.
With Real spell, it would have happened that way.
But remember, he's the main MC. Is the hype of the moment that Asta came out and everything.
No, here's the thing though. Real, I don't think he would have been able to break the curse at the stage that it was.
They didn't need to break the curse. They just needed time.
And that's what I did, because but then we also get the comedy effect.
It could have been written.
Asta absolutely is fine showing up. I just think that it would have been better for the characters that were there in the moment
to buy time,
rise to the situation.
Oh, I agree. I'm not saying you're wrong. I agree, because we even have Asta saying like, "Hey, after you do this, guys, I'm useless. So the race is all yours. I just came here to do one thing, was to just help with like a minute, and after that."
Instead, we got a "I love you" moment, and now I'm gonna go plus ultra. And
I wish it had been more. This is for my family.
Not
I'll defend that. I think it's all encompassing, because I think even in the last 2 chapters, we got a bunch of dialogue from Noelle talking about defending her family, defending her mom, and then also in the last chapter,
he didn't show up to save Manga. He showed up to see Manga get the W. Why couldn't he show up to see Noelle get a W?
I know. I mean, but she will get the W though. She will. Because what I was saying, like,
but he had to help her do it though.
She also sees Asta as this huge motivation, because ever since the beginning, it's like, well, this idiot isn't even a royal and he'll never give up, which is what pushed Noelle a lot in the beginning anyway. So I love that they brought all of this back together.
On herself.
You're right.
Just rose to the occasion. But I'm not saying that like this is, bad by any means. It's just that I would have preferred
and I'm with you.
That it been different.
I'm with you. I prefer that it would have been Rill and even Nero too. They could have done a combo where Nero could have blocked Lolo Petrica from exploding, and then Rill would have been able to come in and help everyone else and make them invincible. It didn't have to be Asta. There was other options. I'm with you.
Like I said, it's just Asta's there to help save the day, even though slightly. It's fine, but yeah, he brought in the comedic relief in their moment of despair.
Well, so, with Mercenary, I get what you're saying, because her mother succeeded in fighting Bianca's because of the love for her children. So now it's doing the love because Asta. So like it's cute, it's very shonen, and it's adorable how that panel says like, I have avoided this enough. You have given me strength, and I've been trying to hide this, but I love Asta. And she smiles and says the final stage in her. Like, it's going to be a hype moment for next chapter 302. But at the end of the day, it's like, all right, cool. Asta could have just, like, we could have given more shine to Real and Charlotte instead of giving that shine to Asta. Like, Charlotte or Real could have done something and given more something to shine to them as characters.
I mean, which is fine.
That's how I feel about the chapter.
Which is fine. Like, again, Charlotte's there. Charlotte's great. Love Charlotte. And then all of a sudden they're like, oh yeah, I forgot about you. Charlotte could have done that before too. Just saying.
This chapter was lazy. You mentioned it.
So I'm not gonna say it was lazy.
For me, it felt lazy. It just
For me, it's the problem that I have with Black Clover in general. For me, it's just not one of those things that I want to read week to week. Much like there's a bunch of anime that I don't want to watch week to week. I'll just binge it when it's done because I love Black Clover so much. It makes me so hyped that when I only get like 17 pages and then it's like, well, like now I have to wait another 7 to 8 days.
Now
it's just a little frustrating.
Dragon Ball type stuff where next time on Black Clover manga.
And Mayan, no one's complaining. We're allowed to have opinions.
Okay, hold up. Mayan, guess what? You're here watching us talk about something. When we're complaining, we're giving constructive criticism of something we enjoy. I'm not just sitting here shitting on Black Clover. Yeah, I'm talking about something that I love, but I know it can also be better because it has been in the past.
Hate watching, hate reading. I'm not. Who got time for that? No,
exactly. If I hated it, I wouldn't be reading it.
I'd drop it. There are series where I've dropped because I hated it.
I have some issues with some of the stuff. None of these stories are perfect.
None of them. One Piece is one of my favorite.
I am just pointing out parts that I
Luffy
didn't like, and that's fine. Have I at any point said, "Oh, this is exactly how it should have been"? I said, "No, these are my preferences."
So how do you criticize something without giving your own opinions? Exactly. Can you answer that for me?
Can you answer that?
How can I talk about something without giving my opinion? And I'm not trying to jump on you at all.
Oh, no,
I'm not trying to jump on you at all.
This is why we're here.
But if I'm reading something
from our experience and our opinions, that's why
if I'm reading something and I'm analyzing it, I have to be objective. Like we're reviewing something. I have to be objective. If any other shonen did this, I would have the same criticisms.
Exactly.
Because this is a problem with shonen properties, period. There are moments like this where other characters...
in this last chapter said, "Oh, Deku, I love you, and this is why I'm gonna save..."
It would have ruined the whole moment.
It would have been
that, and plus Mayan, like I love One Piece. It's not a 10 out of 10 series. There are problems that I have with Whole Cake Island and other arcs too as well.
That people don't like it as much as you, that's fine. But yeah, we can talk about it objectively.
And this is why we're here to have a discussion as well. We're here to have opinionated. We don't all agree with each other, but we can have a discussion about
how entertaining would it be if we were like, yo, this chapter was fire. I loved it every
single week. Every single
week. And that's like I don't want you to feel like we're jumping on you at all, but we have to be objective. Like if there's an opportunity for something, we should talk about it. Again, this is a shonen problem where you can give these great opportunities to all of the other characters that exist, but they have to just throw in the main character when there's other characters that could have done the same thing. So we're just being objective.
Exactly.
Like I get it that you don't feel the same way, and that's fine.
And
like,
that's perfectly fine.
That's fine.
I'm not saying that you shouldn't feel. I'm never going to say, "Oh, well, you shouldn't have liked this because of X, Y, Z." You can like whatever you want about this, and I'm glad that you enjoy it.
Series.
Yeah, I legitimately am glad that you enjoy it.
Yeah, and thank you for being here. Like, I'm all for discourse. Like, thank you for being here.
Is this chapter going to make me drop the series?
Hell no.
I'm too invested.
No, exactly.
I'm still reading it.
300 to one
It's
chapter.
300 plus weeks. Yo, it's
We're
almost
not.
a year.
We are not like some
I've
people
dedicated
that.
my Sunday to this. Come on, I'm seeing this through. I want to see it end well.
We're not like some people that dropped Black Clover because Julius was still alive back 2 years ago. People threw a whole tantrum because Julius was alive.
I will continue to read Black Clover because Black Clover has so much potential, and like I said before, has shown us so many good things already. Like straight up, it's just that it doesn't always live up to what I really enjoy from some stories. Like I said, it falls into the classic shonen tropes at times, which does take away from it sometimes. Absolutely. Doesn't mean that I'm not enjoying it.
Especially when Horikoshi switches it up constantly. Yep. You know, when you're used to that, you just want to see more creators. Just switch it up a little bit. You know, you have so many amazing characters in your roster. Again, especially someone like Nero, who would be able to do virtually the same thing that Asta did in this moment. Why not use your other characters?
And
to read Elusive Samurai, please go read that. It's a great time. It's a great time. Go read
After you get past the creepy priest, it's okay. Like the art slaps.
It's past chapter 5 or 6. That's when I felt it was better for me. That's when it was much better.
Yeah, that's when it did get better. You're right.
Yeah.
You're right. You absolutely
5 and
right.
6. But with Maya,
I will never say that you are. I will never call somebody out their name or criticize them because they like something. Okay, it's just that I get frustrated when people don't like to see other people constructively talk about something that they enjoy. I know that the internet, I'm pretty sure you see a ton of people just shitting on stuff because that's all they do.
Oh, perfect.
And that's annoying. Right. That's annoying to me too. Because that's not what we do here.
I agree with what Ray said, and I support everything we have said because I have friends in the community of YouTube, Twitch, and overall that don't like some series just because they don't like it, but they have no reasoning for it. But we discuss Black Clover. We don't like some of the plot lines, but we give our opinion in such a good format and discussion, and we don't all agree with each other. And chat also gives some opinions that could actually help what we thought. Oh, we missed that. Appreciate that, guys. Thank you. Exactly. And we approve our opinion.
That's what we're here for. Ever claim that I know every single piece about any of these series. I forget stuff all the time, bro. You know, we're reading maybe sometimes 20 series at a time. I'm not gonna remember everything about all these series, bro. Like, period. So
man, but thank you for chiming in. Thank you for being here and watching and everything.
We appreciate that. Thank you.
I appreciate it.
We're never going to bullshit and just be like, it's great.
I would like to hear what you liked about it.
Yes, tell us what you thought about the chapter.
You didn't come in here and say that. I would love to know what you liked about it.
Yeah, tell us what you thought about the chapter, because when I told the guys on Thursday that I saw a leak of the page where I'm like, oh, it looks hype.
Still mad at you.
The page I saw was page 1011 of the double spread, like, oh, that looks hype. So, like I said, I told Ray that day, like, I don't have the context what's going on there. It just looks hype. And, like, seeing that horde of army of knights and everything and
let's talk about that.
Let's talk about that. That was sick.
So
that's creepy.
This is for you guys too. I want to know your opinions on this too. But what do you guys think about Rill's new spell? And like, do you think he just pulled it out of his ass? Like what did you guys think about this fight?
Okay. No spoilers. We've seen a similar ability used in another Shonen Jump property that debuted like I think maybe 2 or 3 chapters ago. So for me it was just like, so is everybody about to take their turn and have this, hey, we have this moment of you'll be full force 100%, but then afterwards it wears off, boom. It just seemed it was coincidental.
See for me so though, like, it makes sense with Rill's ability.
It does.
Rill is the only person that could do this, and that's why I'm like, oh yeah, it makes sense. I just think that it's like, oh man, all right, this should have some serious repercussions. Like it should have some serious drawbacks. Yeah, making everybody invincible. And I was like, I like that a lot. I was just like, maybe they take double damage after being invincible, but no, he just said, oh, we'll still feel the pain afterwards, but we're invincible for like 5 minutes. And I'm like, yeah. I bet you are fighting a supreme demon.
Plus,
that y'all weren't expecting to be fighting. By the way, your main character is underpowered.
The same thing happens.
Oh, the Gray Man's amazing. I love the Gray.
Yeah.
But like, you're fighting a supreme demon. Your MC is underpowered, and you've got somebody who is potentially just as strong, but everybody's kind of on their last legs, you know. So I think that this was a very good time for a spell like this to be used. Not gonna front.
And it's really cool too.
It is really cool. Really cool. Think about it.
But I'm happy to see that.
Painting. Why not?
But I'm happy to see that because he actually said something that I had wonder about the magic in Black Court, because it's not awfully said, because sometimes the magic that's used in Black Court, it just happens so fast, but in some other shows it takes some time to activate it. So I'm happy to see Real said that this magic spell of his takes a while to activate. So I'm glad to hear that there's some spells we don't see from other characters actually take a while. So it's nice to see, because the only person we see do that is our boy Zora. Our boy Zora actually use magic spells that takes a while to activate. So to see Real do that,
more of an actual thing. Like the people are having to take a little bit longer to do more complex spells.
Which I like. Which
is good.
Which I like that. That's what I'm trying to bring up. So I'm happy that Real brought that. Like, hey, there's a spell I wanted to use, but Asta helped save the time. Even though we say that Asta could have just not been the one to do it. It could have been there. Or could have been somebody else. But for Real to say that, I like that it gave a reason for Asta being there. So it gave Real a usage of why he used the spell and helped the others. It was just comedy for me saying that nobody could die in this spell too. I'm like, oh, really? I guess. Sure.
Yes. So, yes. All right. Yes. Thank you. Because the concept of Valhalla and the soldiers of they don't die. Exactly. That's why it works. It makes sense. That was his painting in that concept, and the implementation absolutely makes sense, bro. I like that. Exactly. So they can fight forever. Like, because that's what Valhalla is for those words. They go and they fight forever. That's like their big deal. We go to Valhalla and we'll fight and drink and dine forever. It's beautiful. I love it. It's just, I've seen a lot of people who are upset. They're like, oh, they've got an invincibility thing, blah, blah, blah. I bet you he won't be able to use that for a hot minute.
Yeah.
Right.
Like it's not like it was something. He's like, all right, we're just invincible until we're done. It's not like that.
And plus,
so it takes him a really long time to even build up the mana for that spell.
Correct.
It's limited in its time, and I'm sure it's going to take like, who knows, for right now it could take like a day, maybe hours before he's able to use it again. So at least there's stipulations on it.
I bet after this his mana is tapped. Period.
Probably. Yeah.
And plus, I like with Noelle, she's technically like a Valkyrie, so I like how we also have people like the Valhalla with the Valkyrie. So again, we give the props to Tapata where he does those small type of mythos from other tales of stories.
Oh, and don't get me wrong, his art still on point.
Oh yeah,
and that double spread, it looked amazing in that page 10, 11, and 8 and 9. It looks fucking amazing. That double spread, it looks so detailed in the with the colors and the shade. It looks fantastic.
Yeah, I was like, all this art, as Vash said, busted.
Busting.
And I just love that Megicula sees the potential in humans. Like she sees that their teamwork is a threat.
Exactly.
I love that she acknowledges that.
I mean, she basically said she said the core of what the Black Bulls are. Individually, y'all ain't nothing special, but together, you're dangerous, and that's humanity.
Yeah.
I love that. It was really cool.
Our boy Dylan Draper says, I want to point out something. Asta's body is in so much pain. If you go back to all the Asta pages in this chapter, you can see all the small details out of his body. Creaking dude shouldn't be moving.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Asta is in rough shape, bro.
But isn't it like whenever he isn't in rough shape, it's like he's always damaged because he always surpasses limits. So like that's the point of this message.
That's the thing about Asta. He's always giving his all. He's never like half-assing it. He's always giving everything he's got. That's the point. But no, like Mercenary said, I love that Charlotte has like learned and improved in this fight.
Oh yeah,
it's been amazing because she wasn't able to counter that curse before, but she can now, which is amazing.
Like Vass said, that double spread on page 10 and 11, like it's so good, man. Like look at Charlotte, bro.
Yeah, because it shows Charlotte, Noelle, and Real in the back and everything, and it shows that they're all about to fight a horde of zombies and everything. So it shows that, like, that's really dope.
It's about to be busted. That's what it's about to be busted.
Yes.
But yes, I also thought it was really cool that by Megicula technically having the souls of Osier and Vonica, that she's able to use their magic.
So is Isir alive technically still?
I mean, the soul is trapped.
So
essentially.
So she's dead, but the soul. So what's funny? That kind of reminds me of about JJK when they asked the question, "What's first, the soul or the body?" So it kind of reminds me of like, so the body of her mother's dead, but the soul is alive.
I was also surprised to see that Vonica was still technically alive, but maybe she's physically
I thought she was dead.
I think that means she's still physically alive because maybe she has to sacrifice her, so she's physically alive, which is wild.
I was upset about that.
Me too.
I'm not. I mean,
you heard me last week. I was like, she needs to be dead. Like,
no. She needs the body to become a person again, or a physical being.
Become so she be real in the Black Clover world.
So I interpreted it a little different than that. Really? I thought she just needed to kill them. Like, even if she completely eradicated the physical bodies, Megicula's form is what's supposed to come through when Lolo Pechka and Vonica died. That's how I took it, but I could be wrong.
So that's what I'm saying. Like, so she needs to sacrifice these bodies.
The ritualistically, not just haphazard.
Yes, to fully take.
Oh, I thought you were saying she was going to take Vonica's body.
No.
My bad.
So basically, right now, I just kind of see it as like she has built up an avatar, and it's only stable because she's using them as proxy, essentially.
So, do you think that's her final form?
I think so.
Okay.
I think that there's another final form.
You think? I mean, there might be, but I think this is like I hope this is not Dante ugly, you know what I'm saying? I think this is ugly enough.
Chat, what do you guys think?
To be honest, I hope not, but I think it's something involving double host rules, exactly, mercenary. That's how I feel. Our boy John would know if he was here. Demon expert.
Yes, Dylan.
Yeah, if John was here, he would know.
Yes, Dylan. We have said this numerous times. If Black Clover was bi-weekly or monthly, it would have been a lot better because Tabata, I feel like he needs more time because goes from.
He's long-winded. And I feel like he tells a story. Like when he can go a long burst, I feel like he can tell a hell of a story. I mean, he does a decent enough job, but like James said earlier, we're always left wanting just a little bit more.
And believe me, it's partially me. I love Black Clover so much that the week to week just hurts, man.
It does.
Like that time I got reincarnated as a slime is one of my favorite isekai anime. I did not watch season 2 until it was complete because I cannot do week to week. I just can't do it. So I would rather binge. You know what I mean?
I feel you. But no, and that's how I fell in love with Black Clover. I binged the hell out of it. Like right after the elf arc ended is when I binged it. And I loved it. Straight up. Like it's so good. Man, it's so good.
I'm curious to see how next couple chapters go to see where this goes with Asta and Noel. Sorry, not Asta. With Noel, Charlotte, and Bianca. So I'm really
Mayan's right. She hasn't even used any offensive attack set of her own.
Yeah.
Yep.
Which is crazy.
That's scary.
Yeah.
Girl, but that's a lot of defense. So I'm curious to know where's the offense.
I am also curious about that. She might have a form that looks more like her silhouettes, potentially. Yeah, I'm about that. But Megicula has been the most interesting devil so far.
Yes.
To be honest. Like I did not think that she was gonna be this interesting, but she so far has turned out to be the most interesting one, and I'm very happy for that. Because I'll be honest, Dante was whack. I mean, Dante was like the traditional one, which was fine.
No
the
lie.
The way he got put down was
Zeno. I forgot about Zeno. Dead ass.
Zeno's next. Don't you worry. Unless they cut to it, they're like, oh, we beat him off screen. If he does that, I swear to God.
No way. But yeah, as soon as Noel is done with Megicula, we're definitely going to Zeno.
Which I think will probably be like twice as ridiculous because it's supposed to be strong as hell right now. So.
Yeah, and he's a bone guy, and he's fighting against the second MC, and he has a backup with our boy's brother and everything. So definitely it's going to be an interesting matchup.
So it's going to be interesting. But no, I have really enjoyed this. Like I thought this was going to be pretty short and sweet for Noel, but it's turned out to be way more interesting than that. And I'm happy. I'm really happy that it did because I remember when we this first started, I was like, oh yeah, this will be quick. It's Noel, blah blah blah. But this turned out to be way deeper. He made this devil way more interesting. And I also want Megicula to survive this. I want her to survive so bad.
I agree.
Yeah, I really do. I think she will be very interesting if she escaped, like we talked about before. I want somebody to get away from this. If she
and like I said,
and makes trouble for them later, I would love that.
Like I was saying before, the real threat, in my opinion, is Morris.
Yep.
Like
you're
not really worried about the Dark Triad. I think Morris is the real deal.
I mean, but let's be real. The Dark Triad's strong as hell, and
confirms
it. For me, it's just that I think it was what they Dante lost because he underestimated everybody. That's why he
was
lost.
cocky. He was cocky
exactly.
for that.
And they said that. They were like, "You're too cocky. That's why you lost."
He doesn't even understand his own mana, or else he would have felt that he's using half of it.
Exactly. And so that's he lost. Dante lost because he dumb.
He didn't think that they could go plus ultra. I mean, capacity limits. I apologize.
Yes, exactly. And so I'm like, we still have to understand they are very strong. So I've been really enjoying seeing Megicula like kind of she's like playing with them. She literally is playing with them, and you can tell. If you go back and read all these chapters up to now, she's been playing with them. She was like, and then once she got serious, she was like, oh, okay.
Well, what you said,
she leaned into it. She leaned up from her chair when they started to kind of win.
With what you just said, I also, with what Dylan said, Morris, I want him to do some fuck up shit too, because he's just down there scheming and ready to unleash more layers. I just want Morris to do something bad. Those eyes, those glasses. Like, when you're a scientist and you're also powerful, that's somebody that you should look out for. Because scientists are the guys that, they do the bad shit. But when the big boss. But when you have glasses and you have a dark type of devil inside you, we should be worried.
Fair.
Like, Morris is using those vines to absorb mana. I mean, he could be using it to absorb mana for himself as well. He could be siphoning off mana to charge up himself. What were you going to say?
Morris is the ultimate supreme being. He is the ultimate supreme devil. Either he is or he houses one. Because like you guys said, it's crazy that he's at the
Wouldn't
center
it make
of it all.
sense that he's the time devil though?
We don't know. There's no confirmation. There's no confirmation.
Could be the ultimate.
I mean, because didn't they say that he sped up the time of the ritual?
He did.
Well, if we read between the lines, that's why a lot of people are theorizing that he has the time devil inside him, but we don't have no confirmation actually on context.
Oh, yeah, this is all speculation.
Hear me out. Wasn't he able to speed up the process because he was absorbing all of the residual mana from in the air?
Maybe. Yeah,
I thought that was the explanation, but it could be the time devil as well. But I thought that was the explanation.
It could go anyway, so.
I mean, I'm just going to say it because I'm mad. I still wanted Gordon to show up and save them instead of Austin, but whatever. It's fine.
That's what I said last week in the video.
What is Gordon going to do something?
I've been saying this to you guys and to Twitter. Gordon's going to show up and do shit.
And he didn't, so he ain't.
Yo, Gordon and Sergey could have done either of those two things to Asta, and they could have been more useful. They could have been more useful.
But we can't get that. Because Asta, she, Noelle had to say that she loves Asta. That's important too.
Come on, dog. You know what? Never mind.
But any last thoughts, chat?
Overall, I really, I'm really enjoying Megicula. Like straight up, like I am. I'm like, please don't let this be like the final thing. I want to. She knows something else that she's got to say before she's done. Before Noelle takes her out, like she's got to say something else. Because learning about this fusion of the powers from the souls that she has, do we know how many she has, or is it just those two? I don't know. I would like to see. I would like to see it. Give me some more of that. But I also need to see this fight with please. Like, let's go back to that. Yep.
Yes, please. I will say that I'm glad that we'll at least get major battles without Asta. Like, we're focusing on what the rest of everybody else can do, and I do appreciate that. I'm glad that, again, because it's something I stated last week, is I hope that Tabitha keeps it. Let the ladies and everybody else do this fight. Let them see if we don't have Asta save the day. And we're at least going to get that. So I'm very satisfied for that. So I look forward to how Tabitha does a good job of scripting them, using their powers, and clearly going deep into their bags, surpassing their limits, and seeing what we can get from it. Do I expect it to beat Megicula? It depends. I guess it depends on what Morris is doing. When Morris is ready, we'll find out. Whether Morris is like, yeah, I don't need you anymore. Bye. Then it's like,
like I said, Black Clover potentially still has the potential to have some of the hypest moments going forward, where it currently is. It straight up does.
But
I'm excited by that.
I feel like Tabitha should speak to Shueisha and Shonen Jump and be it like Kaiju and have it bi-weekly or have it monthly.
I just have it let him take his time.
I just hope, because I feel like this would give him time, because he does such a good art. He has the potential. He shows it.
Oh, absolutely.
It has arrived 301 chapters.
Or
Shueisha
give him some more help. Give him some more help so he
more
can do
editors,
what
more
he wants
assistants.
to do. Please.
I agree with that.
I got $5 on it. I got $5 on it. I'll help. Okay.
Yeah, I'll put that down too.
If you need shading help, I could help in that. I know how to shade. So if you need shading help,
he'd be late though, so don't worry about it. But anyway, look, and I want to get it across. I'm not mad at you at all. I wasn't like trying to be on you. I just want to let you know, we don't just shit on stuff here. That's not what we do.
We here to have a discussion.
That's not the Anime Lately way. All right. I just want to let you know that.
Seriously, we appreciate you being here. We appreciate you taking the time on your Sunday to watch us. So thank you for being here. Seriously.
Exactly. I will, like, when you're here, I'm hoping you're here to want to be a part of the conversation. Like that's the point. Like, yeah, we read. That's why we read the chat, because we want y'all to be a part of the conversation. That's it. We wouldn't be like, why else would we be doing this if we weren't gonna talk to y'all too? we could have just recorded.
Yeah.
No need for you to say sorry. Like, there is no reason for you to say sorry.
No. Like I said, we are all for discourse.
Exactly. I love when people, have other opinions. Because that's how we learn things.
And like I've said this before in the Anime podcast, I'll say again here. We are a 5-team, 6 if we also count Zide. But the other peoples in the members are the chat. You guys are part of the team because you guys bring the conversation. You guys make us talk more, talk us longer, and also bring more conversation that we didn't bring up or we didn't see.
Because
so you guys
like
bring
we
this
said,
in.
we don't know everything. Y'all come in with all kind of knowledge about stuff that I don't remember.
We're not a dictionary. So, we are not Google. We're here to have a discussion.
Listen, I mean, there are Black Clover experts out there that I'm sure can whip out and tell you everything that happened in chapter 3, of page 4, blurb 2. I'm sure those people exist, but that ain't me.
Yeah, I'm not that guy.
I got so much other stuff going on in here.
But what I will say, and I appreciate you, Myron, for at least expressing those thoughts, because I think it's something that people do need to understand and to realize what makes anime different. Anime lately different from others.
Exactly.
Is that we're not here to sugarcoat. We're not here to mislead. We're gonna give informed opinions. We're gonna give how we feel, raw, unfiltered, fresh for the most part, and tell you what we think about the series that we all collectively love. I mean, you see it. Sam doesn't participate in Black Clover. He doesn't.
He don't like it.
You know? He's not a fan.
He hates it. Tweet at him.
Sam's sitting there. We don't care.
Yeah. So
I'll tell you right now, we don't care.
If we had Sam on camera, he was saying all this stuff. Yo, for real, you would have a legitimate leg to stand on. But again, we all do like this series. It's just you're allowed to feel frustrated about your
exactly. Exactly. I feel like, and like you
nothing
said,
is
you're absolutely. Abe just said it perfectly. You are absolutely free to come in here and express your opinion about our opinions. That's fine.
It's just tells your opinion about the series we're covering.
I'm also going to tell you how I feel about how you feel. I'm never going to try to be like mean about it. I'm just going to tell you like it is.
Everybody here was respectful. If anybody wants to get disrespectful, would have been me.
I mean, I feel like there was no aim calling, and wasn't that wild? There was no.
We're
talking
adults.
Down
That's
you.
not what. That's
exactly.
not what we do.
We're here to have a conversation.
I'm the son of Darkseid, so take that as you will. Take that as you will.
He also tried to fall in love with his sister, but that's beyond the point. Anyway,
I thought we already had that settled. You're with Grail. Why did you need to? All right.
No,
and me, I'm Vash. To love and peace, guys. Love and peace.
Shut up, Vash. Anyway, like I said, I enjoyed this chapter. The only thing that really threw me was, I'm glad that Noelle probably said that she loved Asta. I just thought this was a weird time for her to say it.
It was weird. It was weird.
I disagree. I
just thought it was weird. I'm like, yeah, okay, that's fine, but y'all not about to die. You're literally invincible.
Asta has motivated her from the beginning.
Which
she
I
has
understand.
changed into the person she is now, partially because of her experience with Asta and him showing up, her feelings for him, the way that he pushes her to be a greater magic knight, a better person. It works for me, man.
I'm not saying it was bad. I just didn't like it.
I feel you, bro.
Come on, man.
I agree. But Sam, you're welcome to come back. We're wrapping up, and we could talk about chapter of the week.
Sam died. Well,
Well, Sam,
Then
that's
on
it.
this, she said,
Black
"Oh, Sam's back!"
Clover.
Sam's
Oh,
alive.
never mind.
You know, I was here the whole entire time, right?
Back in the
No,
shadows.
chat.
Real
See?
used his picture magic and brought him back to life.
Exactly. Look at
Yeah,
Avatar.
bro.
Invincible.
Look at him.
Avatar's working in anime lately.
Look at Tom to go.
Look at that. He did such a good job. You know, Sam looks beautiful. Great shading for Sam too.
Yeah.
Sam looks
And
very
then after
handsome.
we finish this, he'll disappear, and then we'll learn the after effects.
Oh my god.
But
Yeah, I'm sorry, Sam. Once the show's over, you're gonna feel all that pain, bro. Sorry.
I mean, I'm partnered with Vash, so I already know
that's
pain.
true.
he knows pain very
Him
well.
him not finishing Hunter x Hunter is giving me more pain than a
I may
Mississippi.
have to leave. That hurts.
Facts.
Anyway, with us wrapping the show, we like to ask the group chat, the panel, and also you guys, what was the chapter of the week for you, aka of today, a Weekly Shonen Jump issue 35, because it's not 36, 37, that's next week. For issue 35, what was your chapter of the week?
On a Monday too.
On a Monday too, yes. So
Don't I
what's
get
your...
bleached next week?
Yes,
Yes, we
correct.
do.
We will be covering the Bleach one shot for next week for those that will be asking us. We will be covering the Bleach one...
76
73.
pages.
73.
Oh, still in the 70s. I mean,
Yeah, 73 pages. So definitely
I'm
My
so
Hero,
ex-
Bleach next week, Red Hood most
next week?
likely, and JJK and everything else, and Black Clover as well. So
But yeah,
and
my
it-
favorite chapter
and
this week.
if you guys want us to also cover any other series instead, like if there's Kaiju number 8 as well, that
Is that Kaiju?
following Monday. Well, Kaiju
Yeah,
will be
it's coming
coming out that Thursday.
this Thursday, actually.
No, just saying.
but-
I'm like, we'll probably cover it on the podcast.
Oh, we are?
like we've been
Okay,
doing.
cool. Okay.
Like, why not?
I have no problem.
Yeah.
All right. So as you see, guys, Kaiju number 8 got moved to anime podcast. So if you want us to talk about Underlock, Masho, and
it makes sense. It comes out on Thursday. When do we
I have
podcast?
no problem. I have no problem. I just didn't know.
Thursday.
It was fully confirmed, then I know. All right. So anyway, Ray, what was your chapter of the week then?
So chapter of the week, I think for me, absolutely has to go to. I mean, because Red Hood was really good. I ain't gonna front, but My Hero, I think, takes it this week, especially.
All right.
He said the words that Deku said. He said it, and I'm like, I need it. So
He
yes,
said the thing.
He said the thing. So yeah, definitely My Hero for me. Beautiful.
All right, Abe, what was your chapter of the week?
Look, it's simple. My Hero Academia was flames, but I also want to highlight other shonen. So de facto, this is the second best chapter of the week for me. It's really a toss-up between Undead Unluck, chapter 72, and then or chapter 73, and then Mashle, chapter 72. Both really had some really solid moments in different ways. In Undead Unluck, there was this really funny moment that just had me crying like, oh bro, like come on, Tatiana popped off, right? And then in Mashle, the one moment in particular, and I tweeted this scene, the Inside the Mind with Blurred page this morning. It was just like, hey, it's a turning point. It's a turning point for the people involved in Mashle. So those two, I can't really pick, but Undead Unluck, and it's funny because they're one chapter behind each other. That shows how similarly they came out. They came out around the same time. Those two were really good chapters for sure.
James?
Chapter of the week definitely has to go to My Hero for me. I just absolutely love the parallels between, this chapter and then the one we talked about with the All Might All for One fight. Just watching Class 1A further trying to, get closer to Deku and get him to understand that we need to do this together. I love that Horikoshi also took this moment to give, the other members of Class 1A time to shine in these last 2 to 3 chapters. So definitely chapter of the week for me.
Sam, the manga man, what was your chapter of the week? Because I know that you said that you read everything you read of Weekly Shonen Jump, so I know that's a good 12 or 15 chapters.
He didn't read Black Clover, so it don't count.
Yep. Nope.
That's what I said. A good 12, 15 series that he reads. I know it's a bit, at least that or less.
I mean, also didn't read the Promised Neverland's mangaka's new one.
I started reading that. Interesting.
Oh, I'll check that out after the
Well,
stream and
I-
everything.
I like the idea.
But Sam, so what's your chapter of the
Definitely,
week?
it is My Hero Academia up top. Second, I would give it to Undead Unluck because it built up into everything and so it has that special panel
Had a feeling
that
you
it
were gonna say
had.
that,
Mashle is definitely good because it has the
Hey,
art
you
is
gonna say that too?
slapping. And then Hunter's
Yeah.
Guild, the story got even more.
And then let me guess, the last one was Sakamoto Days.
I was gonna give it to Magu-chan, honestly.
Okay.
I like the comedy.
I
mean, Sakamoto Days, yeah, you get more of the
so wholesome.
couple,
So wholesome.
So wholesome.
Oh my gosh. The chapter was so wholesome.
All right. I get all right. Right.
Nice lineup for that for sure. For me, I would say, I don't want to be biased, so I would definitely say My Hero Academia definitely top 2. I would definitely put right next to Mission Jujutsu Family. Had a nice 2 double spreads in this chapter as well, and it gives a little additional to the family powers and their interaction of Taiyo and the other family members into the actually assassin world. So I love that very much, and it shows the actual strength of the family members as well. So I like that very much. I haven't read the other chapters of the series, so can't really say. But I would like to see Red Hood. But I did read Dragon Ball and Boruto the last 2 chapters of this month of July. So technically, I read those today. And
boy, we said today the stuff that came out today.
I just want to give a highlight since we haven't had the chance to discuss. I just want to give a highlight. Boruto Dragon Ball Super chapter was great. That's all.
About those last show.
Not much though. I'm still trying to get that. But definitely Mission Jujutsu Family and My Hero are the 2 ones that I could say that are my favorite of the week. Black Girl was cool, so I will say that's number 3 and everything. And definitely JJK coming back was really nice and everything. Seeing the interaction, great to move along with the story, comedy, entertainment overall. So I had a great time. So, any last thoughts, plugs that anyone want to give before we go?
I want to announce our winners.
Oh wait, you winners, Sam?
I said announcing the winner. That felt like giveaway that Vash couldn't come in from Thursday.
I didn't have my set already, so I apologize for that.
Damn.
Tell the people what this is from.
For this giveaway that Sam is about to announce the 2 winners that people will be
I'm announcing it. I don't know who this is.
I didn't. I don't have the winners. I said in the group chat that I don't have the winners. I thought you were just about to announce. I don't have the winners.
No, buddy. This is you wanted to do this.
See, this is why I sent a message behind the scenes.
Thank you, James. Thank you, James, very much. Anyway, so there is no winners. I thought Sam was just about to announce them, but never mind. Scratch that. This was solely out of left field. My apologies, guys, for anybody that just really, oh wait, what? There's winners? No. Though technically, what I told James in the group chat and everything, we will be announcing the winners this coming Thursday, but we will pick the winners today later on, and we'll put a tweet out of who the winners are, and we'll announce them this coming Thursday. So I apologize that for anybody that was just got excited for any apparent reason. Anyway, other plugs that anybody wants to announce before we go? Actual plugs?
Yeah, I do wanna give a plug.
Yeah, go ahead, Abe.
You know, shout out to a member of the community, Spicy Lady, who I think we just got to give her a moment.
Of course, always, yeah, of course,
acknowledge
definitely.
She became an affiliate around the second week of July, and just yesterday on the last day of July, she hit 30 subs. Like that's just great. You know, what is that? About 3 week span to get to 30 subs. You know, people usually grind heavy for that.
Squad.
Love seeing the support.
Congrats for her.
It's beautiful.
So, shout out to Spicy Lady for sure.
I love to see it.
Definitely follow her on Twitch, Spicy Lady Gaming. Follow her on Twitch, Spicy Lady Gaming.
But yeah. Also, I should have my solo thoughts on all of these. Most of them we talked about coming out not too long after this is over. So,
awesome, beautiful.
Yeah.
So guys, definitely
check it out on YouTube, baby. It's going up.
Down below is the description.
Manga Time with Ray is official, baby.
So down below is the description for everybody's link. James, have anything to say about C4's Villains? Anything that you want to plug?
Yeah. So this Friday's episode of Villains, we're going to do a giveaway. I also have a huge announcement to make. We're also going to be recommending a comic book since it's the first episode of the month. So yeah, make sure you guys stay tuned for that. The vault was updated this morning at 5 a.m. There are now 19 episodes exclusively only for Patreon members at the vault tier. So make sure you guys check that out.
All right, and for that, guys, the actual giveaway, the Anime League giveaway, that people will get Pokemon cards, 2 winners, and will be to get to choose a manga, a webtoon, or an anime movie. 2 winners will be fully announced this coming Thursday. We'll have the winners by today, so definitely stay tuned for that. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe, and continue supporting our lovely faces here on the Anime community and the C4's community. Also in the RayApollo Twitch, everything involving In the Mind of a Blur. Thank you guys for listening. We appreciate you guys very much. See you guys on the next one. Take care.